Nope, that's a logo.
I can do it. I can get you.
Let's get Tom. Okay.
Nope.
Strong. Let's get all these out of the way now. It'd be a good show.
I don't know why we had you and Nathan switch seats.
Hey! This is different. Alright, we got this now.
All right.
Nothing can stop us now.
Quiet on the set.
Start.
We'll do it live.
Shh. Tonight, complimentary bread service may soon be stopping at Disney World restaurants due to coronavirus concerns. Yeah, it's too costly to change the bread out between guests. New seating with phone charging stations was installed in the advanced training lab at Mission Space, or as every dad in America would say, a place to get apple juice.
No,
it did better when we tried it earlier. Aristocrates is now serving bubble waffles in a Mickey Mouse Club ear hat souvenir bowl. Even these look more like Mickey than the Runaway Railway animatronic. You've read WDW News Tonight. Now it's time for WDW News Tonight.
Live from the WDW studio in Orlando, Florida. It's WDW News Tonight with Tom Corliss and Nicholas Sisela. Tonight, we review the new Disney movie Runaway Railway in Disney's Hollywood Studios. We play WDWNT The Dream Sequence, the debut, I think, of Liquid Magic.
Woo!
And more. Now, here's your host, Tom Corliss.
We're on before 9:10. That's the accomplishment. Well, I'm Tom Corliss, and there's no stopping us now. The thing. It's been stuck in everyone's head. That song. Usually, right here at the top of the show, we start with the news, the monologue. But this is obviously. Are we having technical problems? I'm guessing.
As long as people can hear you.
Can people not see me?
People can see you. Just the chat says they can't hear you. But is that across the board with everyone? Speak now or forever. You're fine.
Your mic was on?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well,
It's not good.
all right. They can hear you. Go ahead. You're
They
good.
can hear me now?
Yes. Go.
So they just missed the whole opening.
I don't think they missed anything.
All right.
Nothing changed.
All right. Anyway, so what we usually do at the top of the show, we start with the news, but this week, obviously, a new attraction opened at Disney's Hollywood Studios, and so we're going to just open, and we're going to talk about that with a bunch of people with me here in the studio who have been on the attraction. Joining us over there in the living room set, we have Colleen and Allison and Eric. Can we cut to them? No.
Well, hi.
They're
What's going on over
puppets,
here?
yeah. And there's also a chair with a piece of paper in it. It's on the show tonight. That was one person who said they liked the ride. We kicked them out immediately before the show started. Also, Pete's over here. We're messing with stuff. Things
We're
are
having fun.
I don't know what.
There we go. Look, I know how to do things. Hi. Look, everything's working
I don't
fine.
think the audio's broken. Are we continuing? Do we have to fix something?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. I'm going to continue then. So, Runaway Railway is open. I've already, there's a couple thousand words on the internet that I've already written about this thing. I'd like to hear from other people. Let's start down there with the ladies. Colleen, what do you think of Runaway Railway? Yep, Puppet Colleen.
Just by fault, we go to you.
I actually really agreed with something Pete said.
What?
Hey, I like it.
He was saying on the day, he was like, if you think of it as its own ride and don't think of it as it replaced the Great Movie Ride, then you'll feel better.
Facts.
I thought it was cute. Like, I enjoyed it, and, you know, it was fun. I really liked the, like, going into a cartoon and the screen exploding. You know, that was cute.
Oh, by the way, spoilers. There will be,
yeah.
there will be spoilers on
That
tonight's
was
show.
really
in
at the
case you didn't
beginning.
know.
So like, the Mickey animatronic, especially the one in the car. I mean, Mickey and Minnie. If you're not looking at them straight on, they do look real creepy and weird. Like just not right. They don't look quite right. The ride's a bit fast, and like you go through the rooms really fast, and you know you're kind of like, wait, what was their rooms? I didn't even see Mickey and Minnie. They were talking, but like I don't know where they were because there was so much other stuff going on. I really liked the Daisy scene. That was really cute. But generally, I liked it. I thought it was cute. I will ride it again. Yeah.
All right. Allison,
Hello.
welcome to the show also.
Yay,
Thank you.
Welcome,
I'm
Allison.
very pleased to be here. So yes, I was only able to ride it once because it was down a little bit when I was at studios, but was able to go on. And I feel very mixed about the ride. I like the technology and the mapping was very well done, but what Colleen was saying, how everything was very fast, I know that that's sort of the reasoning behind the ride. That's a runaway railway, but I felt that when I was going into each scene, there's so much to take in, which has its benefits and drawbacks. You go in and there's a lot of hidden Mickeys in this attraction, and if you go back, you can try to search for those. But upon just going in there for the first time, I felt like I missed a lot of it because there's so much happening and you go past each scene very, very quickly. With that being said, I did think a lot of it was cute. There were a lot of really nice details that they put in there. When you transition from one scene to another, there were a few nice hidden things in there, such as there were plaques above the archways that had like 1928 and 1901, which were very nice references. They put some things in there that were throwbacks from past movies and attractions, like there's one scene, I think it was the Twister scene, where the rain is from Bambi. I think that was the same sound effect from there, so that was a nice little hidden Easter egg in there, which is kind of cool.
I like the brave little tailor shop.
I feel mixed with the Daisy scene. I like that with the trackless ride, they can do something that, like a roller coaster, for example, can't do that particular thing. I've felt it was kind of a little out of the middle of nowhere because everything else is like chaos, big screens, and then Daisy is just kind of very plain, but the kind of dancing was nice. It was a nice nostalgic feel because when you first go in and you're starting to queue, it is the Chinese theater as it was, 2.5 years ago, so I felt a nice little nostalgia when I first walked in there. It was very nice. But I thought it was fine. I thought it was cute. It's definitely not my favorite attraction.
Eric?
First of all, I liked it. I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. Number one, I would say it's like the opposite of what this park needs, right? The park needs like a 20-minute long ride. It seems like every ride in the studios right now is like 3 or 4 minutes long, except Rise of Resistance. And it needs something that can eat more people, I think, or take up more time because, I mean, obviously when it opens, you're going to be in line for a long time, but it just, and like Colleen was talking about, it goes by, or they both were saying, hey, it goes by really fast. There's all kinds of stuff. They need something slower because they're limited by the amount of real estate they have, right? And what they need, the Great Movie Ride, one great thing about it was very long. It could eat a lot of people. So with the same amount of real estate, you're eating like, I don't know, a quarter of the time that you used to be able to eat with the Great Movie Ride, and it makes the whole rest of the park, it causes problems in the whole rest of the park. So part of my issue with the ride is actually just that it's in the wrong park.
Well, let's have that discussion now.
But right,
Let's have the park
okay.
discussion.
Okay.
Because, like, the whole thing with this expansion, they're like, oh, there's going to be more to do. Finally, there's going to be stuff to do at Hollywood Studios. But there's not. Because you just lost a lot of time. You lost Lights, Motors, Action, which was, 30-something minutes long.
it was long.
the
Yeah.
that you waited for it.
Yeah.
You lost the Backlot Tour, which even
was-
at its shortest was 30 minutes long.
It was over an hour.
You lost a lot of stuff back there that was lengthy, and in total, you didn't add that. You added more rides to this park. you didn't add more attractions and you didn't add more time. So you added more things. You definitely, I'm not going to argue, you absolutely added things that people want to see more than what was there. Like, that's not arguable. But we're seeing these, like, triple-digit wait times for everything, which to me indicates we didn't fix any. I don't know what's that. Jessica's being walked in by Pete.
Hello.
Jessica's going to join us for the segment also.
I rode the ride.
You did ride the ride.
You're going to use Kelly's mic.
But yeah, so like I think there's this big problem with Hollywood studios where they said, oh, we've expanded the park, but you haven't. There isn't more to do. Again, I think there's more that people want to do, but there's not actually more to do. Does everyone agree with that?
Yeah, that's my main beef with it, right? Is there's, like you said, I mean, we've covered it, but I wish there was something that took more time, especially if you have small kids. They don't want to ride Slinky Dog Dash. Maybe they're scared of roller coasters. They're not going to ride Tower of Terror. They're not going to ride Rock and Roller Coaster. They're not going to get up early enough to go see Rise of the Resistance, right? So they're going to be inevitably the pilot on my Millennium Falcon ride, where they're bashing into everything, and they're going to do this and maybe the Lightning McQueen and the Voyage of the Little Mermaid, and that's it, right? And well, I guess there's Toy Story Mania, which again some kids may or may not enjoy, but
I think now Toy Story Mania is the least violent ride in the park. Is that fair?
Least violent?
Like the least violent movements of anything in the park? Like it's the
Yeah.
most like family. Not saying that
Probably
Runaway
so.
Railway isn't, but actually Jessica was having the conversation with me earlier today that like you said your parents wouldn't go on Runaway Railway.
Yeah, see, I don't know. Like, I was like, my dad's really into trains. We loved Great Movie Ride. Like, my parents don't really ride anything. They're just really old. No, I have like abnormally
Bunch of
old
super
parents.
worldly.
And they don't, they have glasses. They're like, oh, I can't lose my glasses.
Glasses.
No, they were like, oh.
They sound so different from everyone else there.
All our parents are
I'm
lazy.
far into this
So,
concept.
Great Movie Ride, was a great, like, not only do I love classic movies, I can go on a rant about Turner Classic Movies, but it was like a really nice family thing, because, like, your parents would be like, oh, I saw that movie when it came out, and the kids would kind of tell them, I don't know, like, it was...
Were they pointing at like the Busby Berkeley movies?
Mom,
My
is that
dad.
you in Footlight
Yeah,
Parade?
Yeah.
When I was your
And also,
age.
it was just like a slow-moving ride. There was no turbulence. I didn't have to like worry about them like gripping the chair. And that I was thinking about taking them to Runaway Railway. I don't think I can because they're gonna like die.
There's no height restriction on this either,
No,
right?
let's be honest.
So-
it's not that
It's
bad.
not that bad.
But there are
It's
points
really
where you
not.
definitely
The car
get moved.
shakes a bit.
When they do the what I call like a more violent Luigi Roadster, like they
Rollickin' Roadsters?
Yeah, the Rollickin' Roadsters. There's a tango scene and everything else where it does move you around pretty fast. And since you're not in individual seats and you're on bench seating, you do slide a bit back and forth, and the lap bar is only going down as far
Yeah,
as
like
the
we're
biggest
large
person.
men. So
Yeah.
like I know
So
it's
if
like
it's me,
there
you
were
and
tiny
me,
women
she's
sitting with us, and they're
sliding right
they're
out.
just going like
Yeah.
this across the vehicle.
If it's me and you, forget about it.
That's why the smallest person needs to go in the corner.
So they can fly out.
No, you get that wall
So
of
Pete
protection.
can slide into him against the
yeah.
wall.
Yeah, you
But
get
yeah,
that
you
wall
hit-
of
you hit
protection
the
to hold
wall.
on tight. I did grip the outside of the ride the first time I went on it, because I was moving, and then we were in a whole row of everyone had cameras up, and I was like, I'm going to take out this little skinny dude next to me. I got to hold on. And I just like
a
elbowed.
train full of
I
vloggers.
locked myself in pretty
That
tight.
would have been the happiest derailment on earth.
I'm sure it would have.
Can we talk about
Has anyone...
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, has anyone talked about how, like, and again, I got to ride it twice in two different vehicles, the first car and the third car, and they were very different experiences for me.
Oh, they're all pretty different.
Yeah, they're all very different,
But that's
for
like
sure.
the thing with the trackless ride. Like Mystic Manor, you see completely different things based on. Now there are scenes you go into individually. Each car goes into individually, and you see like the same thing. But there are things that certainly in some rooms you don't. So I'm thinking like the second to last scene in Mystic Manor. There's this part where there's these pieces of Chinese art on the wall, these tapestries. And a panda flies out of one and into another, but you only see it if you're in the first two cars that go into that room. And there's some of that is going on here. It's not as organic, I think, because things seem to just be looping. Like
Yeah.
I noticed, like
Also, if you're in that last car, even when that first car comes out, the Mickey or animatronic, quote unquote, like the dialogue starts as you're pulling into the room, so you miss the first few lines if you're in that back.
If you're
car.
several cars
Yeah,
back,
Goof-
it's hard to tell what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
sure. Like,
Goofy's
Goofy's just playing
can
on the
everyone hear
speaker.
me? And I'm like, no, bro, I can't see Goofy. Like,
Bye.
Oh, there's things happening.
Don't
adjustments.
because
What?
you're totally away from the
You should
microphone.
totally look at me.
So I think that
It's
that
just
would
that
be
we've
hard to
only
do.
done
I'm a handsome
126 of these.
Nothing can stop us
Don't look
now.
away.
Well, I'm little things. Just look at the
What?
cameras. Don't look at
All right, I'll
It's
talk
2.5
As usual, the
D.
show isn't working.
What were you gonna bring up before?
I want to talk about the Daisy thing.
Okay, go ahead.
Because I know a lot of people thought that was like a highlight, and I thought that was the part that broke all the continuity of the ride. Because the whole rest of the ride is very bright and kind of like there's some luminescent paint and there's all this stuff going on, and you go into a dark room that's like a plain dance studio with some posters.
But the
And there's
posters are
Daisy,
really
and she doesn't look
cool.
like any of the rest of the animatronic characters that are on the, or what are we calling these things?
Yeah, they're animatronics with like.
And I felt like I was being like corralled into an area while they stall to set up, there's, hey, the next room is full, so let's keep them busy for, 40 seconds or whatever, however long you're in there. I don't have a problem with that on its own, but within the context of the ride, it didn't fit the rest of the ride to me.
Throwing shade at the
No, but
Daisy.
I just didn't feel like it
I
fit.
would agree that
I
it's not that I
like
just
the
like it.
Daisy scene. It's one of
It's
the
not
few
that I
do.
don't like it. It's just it does feel like a filler. Like all of a sudden you're in this chaotic place. Then all of a sudden you're like just in a dance studio. Everything's fine.
And it doesn't look or feel
here's
like
the
the rest of the
problem.
ride.
But
Filler
have you
space.
looked at the posters though?
Yeah,
There's a
we-
poster
yeah.
for Donald Quixote.
Oh, Donald
Yeah.
Quixote, Firebird.
They're
They're
really
cute,
cute.
yeah.
Always
Here's-
like something I like doing. It literally just I know like the first few ride throughs you're gonna just want to experience it like a normal human being. But if you turn around and you actually try to like look at the full room, which you might not see when you're just being like tossed everywhere, you notice some kind of cool details. I don't know.
I agree. I'm not disputing that it's cute. I'm just saying it didn't seem to fit the rest of the ride, the style of the ride.
Here's the thing, though. I think the Daisy scene is more of what the ride should have been. Having been on all the other trackless rides, they play into being trackless rides. And there's a lot of times in Runaway Railway where I'm like, you didn't really think about this being a trackless ride. It's almost as if it's getting real cheap to produce these trackless rides, so every dark ride's just going to be trackless out of budget. And the first thing I thought about, and someone brought up to me, was the Twister scene. Every other trackless ride I've been on, all I can imagine is, the cars are gonna circle this Twister. We're gonna go around the Twister. We don't. We just go past it. It's just on the side. I'm like,
It's an
this is a
afterthought.
trackless ride. You could go like all around things. You literally have a circular show scene, and you've chosen to just glide past it. I don't understand. That's why I like the Daisy scene, because I'm like, all right, we're in a cartoon. We burst into a building. It's a dance studio. This is funny and cute, and you're making use of trackless ride technology to do wacky things, which I think don't happen in a lot of other scenes. I think there's the stampede scene, which you don't even get that's the idea, is that you're like cattle like stampeding. No one even understands that because you just broke off the track, and it's like you see 2 seconds of Mickey and Minnie with lassos, and you're supposed to get all this nuance is supposed to make sense to you in 2 seconds.
Yeah. If we want to pull apart like scenes, like you hate the Daisy scene, well, the end scene. Obviously, I've been writing about like the scene by scene synopsis for like the past like year.
Oh
and a half.
yeah,
We've
remember
only
that
had it-
synopsis from
Yeah.
2 years ago? That
We've
was
only
right.
had the full ride storyline up since 2017, but if I hadn't like known that and like read it beforehand, that final scene, the furnace scene, do you really have time to like realize what?
I have
is
no
going
idea what
on?
was happening.
I couldn't process it.
I was on it twice.
I didn't
still have
realize
no
until
idea.
we sat in the last car that we're getting pulled into the furnace.
Right.
Yeah.
Then they
I didn't
defeat the
understand because
furnace.
then I could see all the cars doing it. I'm like, oh, okay.
And then Goofy's like, "We made it."
We
or
made it.
whatever.
You're like,
You're
"What
What'd you do? What'd you do? How do we?"
I didn't feel in
That was
peril
a
at
good
all.
scene.
I
Yeah.
didn't feel scared for a moment.
There's not enough. That's what the Daisy scene does have. It establishes what's going on. Okay, you're in a dance scene. This is what's going on. Then you're gonna dance. There, it's like, oh, it's a furnace. Okay, no, everything's
it's
all
the
right.
first scene
All right,
that
bye.
can breathe, and because it has time to breathe, you understand what's going on. The other scene I think that works pretty well, at least depending on where you're sitting, is the tunnel. I think I don't like the animatronics, but it does at least set up what's happening. Like I understand that they hit the track switch and we're coming off the rails. Like I finally understand what's happening, and then it's everything in between that, where it's like, oh, what?
I also know that we're definitely on a picnic in the last scene. It's definitely,
We were stuck there.
It's very astute, Peter.
And I don't know where the bird comes into it at all.
No, I don't
Understand if
understand Chubby, and there's this whole thing about it being the set, because they marketed, they're like, oh, there's two storylines. And it's like, oh, there's the main story, and then there's something with this bird. And I keep looking everywhere in every scene, and I'm like, no, the bird's, it's on top of a tunnel, and then it's in a barn. I don't know what else this bird's doing. I can't find it.
Maybe
It's not
he was
clear.
shoved in the trunk too.
Maybe it got changed, because let's not
The
forget the
bird
ride.
caused the mayhem.
The ride was supposedly delayed by story issues. They rewrote a bunch of stuff. So I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't. To me, it wasn't one big story. It did just feel like I was in random shorts.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
what I felt like for me. And not that it was bad. Like, there were scenes where I was like, oh, that's cool to look at, and that's interesting, and this is fun. And I did like the wind effects that pulling you into the twister, and that was neat. It was very cool tech that way for me. But yes, if
It's
this
not
was
one of these cases where
if this was one story, I didn't get that.
It's not one of these cases where we come on and we're like, oh, no one cared and it was budget cut to death. I think clearly people tried. I think clearly there was an effort.
Yeah.
And it's not a bad ride. I just think there certainly were things they could have done better. I think from a storytelling standpoint, I think some of the animatronics are definitely weak. I don't know that for a big Disney attraction, an attraction of this size, it lacks a lot of the wow that I expect from. I feel like every other trackless ride I've been on, there's some sort of wow. There's always a moment in the ride where you're like, this has never been done before. This is really cool. I feel like they thought it was going to be that factory scene when it transforms. And it's if you sit like in the front car, you don't even know what happened. Like it just looks like the room broke and went blue. It's like, oh, did we get the blue screen of death? I don't understand.
There are some cool effects. It's a shame that it goes by so quickly.
Yeah.
If
You
they
can't
were
even
to,
see the full transition of that room.
if they were to
Yeah.
dial back the speed of the scenes, not only would you have a longer ride, you'd let people take everything in. There's a really cool effect in that last scene, as you know, despite all of the complaints we have about it. There's like a tree, like there's like this thing that turns into a tree in the park. I forget what it is originally, but I'm like, that's a cool effect. It just like folds up, and all of a sudden it takes a different shape.
Yeah,
So like there's like some really neat hidden like gags and like effects here that are lost on just how quick everything happens.
And I think a lot of that depends on, like I was saying, what car you're in, because that tree effect I noticed for sure the first time I rode it. But then the second time I rode it, I was like, I didn't even see it. I just saw it closing up as I was pulling into the room. So I totally understand what you're saying. That some things are so fast that maybe that's the only rewritability is, I mean, again, there is some rewritability. This might get tired over time, but if you can get different cars, it is a different ride dramatically for me.
Yeah. If you're a fan of the if you're a fan of the actual shorts, like I love Turner Classic Movies, but I also have DVDs of all of the shorts, the Mickey shorts that made up like the ride and the Mickey Shorts Theater. And there's like a lot of cool, like when you're underwater, that's the wonders of the deep like short, and the music is just like that. Everything like matches up, and you're like, I'm actually in it. Like I'm in this episode. It's really neat in that sense.
I think it's worth pointing out that a lot of people really that I talked to or that I was with loved it.
Yeah.
There was when Pete and I rode it, there was the car behind us came in just cheering, hooting, and hollering. They thought it was the best thing they'd ever ridden. My girlfriend loved it, adored it, thought it was cute, was laughing and giggling the whole time.
I liked it a lot too.
yeah.
Like even like we're giving it criticism because that's our job here on the show. But I feel like I liked it too. I think it's a fun ride. It's not the best ride. Like I didn't get off it saying like I have to fly my family in to do this immediately. It's the best ride they ever built.
Yeah.
But it's a fun little attraction. It's not the best ride Disney's ever made, but it's a cool little attraction. Like I said, and Colleen brought up earlier, what I put in our little company chat after I did it was, if you completely forgot that this was the Great Movie Ride building, if this was just in any other space that was brand new, it's a cool new ride.
Only Walt Disney World had real estate. It's just that we're landlocked.
Something they're lacking.
I'll take Blessing of Sighs for 700.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a shame because, you know, the other hard thing about trackless rides is you know, they have to stick to a certain shape. You know,
yes.
you can't change the shape of a trackless ride, you know. You gotta lay it out the same exact way every time. That's a majority of the problem. I think the rule of theme parks is when you replace anything, whatever replaces it has to be better.
Yeah.
That is the rule of theme park. It doesn't matter if you're Disney or Universal or Six Flags. It doesn't matter because people, your audience always remembers what was there before. So, you know, like even in the case of Six Flags, if they knock down a roller coaster, whatever roller coaster they put up next needs to be better than what was there. And I don't believe that Runaway Railway is better. I don't even think it's level with Great Movie Ride. I think Great Movie Ride in 1989 versus Runaway Railway in 2020 is no argument that Great Movie Ride was the bigger game changer, the more interesting concept.
For sure, but I mean, I think we can both agree that it definitely needed a refurb, though. The way it was and the condition it was.
I've never
at the
said
end.
it didn't. We had a whole show where we talked about like what movies we
was
would have
rough.
swapped in, and like absolutely. I do
perfect.
not believe like that. A ride through the movies where each scene is a different movie was literally made for you to go in and swap out scenes over time.
Yeah.
It's
I
literally.
drove to Orlando
yeah.
once just to ride Great Movie Ride.
Huh?
I literally came one time. It was like a few years ago, obviously before it closed. I think it was like 2015. I just drove up one day. I'm like, I really missed the Great Movie Ride, and I drove up just to ride the Great Movie Ride, and then I went home, like to Miami.
When I moved here, one of the things I thought about was, oh, that's great. Like every week, I'm just going to go to studios. I'm going to ride the Great Movie Ride. And then I moved here, and I felt like, you know, not much longer after, I was like, well, I'm losing that.
Think about all the attractions at the studios that had actors or cast members that had speaking roles that you interacted with. I mean, they're all gone.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I
Citizens
guess
of
a cast
Hollywood,
member has like one speaking line.
They,
in the
like, it
pre-show.
was like a
They do
throwback.
that, like,
I mean, like when, like, well, it's part of the queue, but like when they play a part on that ride, and I like that. I think that is what charmed me and that ride the most, which is why I love that attraction with the very little knowledge of Star Wars that I have. Because I see cast members in character. When those doors open
that's true.
and they're just like standing in the doorway, they're in full character. I love that. When they're lining you up against the wall, don't touch that. You know, it's just fun. There's that element of fun, and that's what I think a lot of people loved about the Great Movie Ride.
I just think I'm scared for the future with rides like this, and that everyone's so happy with them. I'm scared because I don't think this is the best we can do. I think we've become reliant on projections and screens. And I think we watch, you know, in the same company, the Oriental Land Company very clearly, you know, works with Walt Disney Imagineering, and those are the same people that do everything that opens in the U.S. parks in Hong Kong and Shanghai. And the fact that they're doing this Beauty and the Beast ride, and they were like, you know, even though the standard for Disney the last couple of years has been, oh, we're going to do the screen faces. This is an animated character. We're going to do the screen faces. Japan, they said no. They said we're going to pay for
And those look
animatronic.
beautiful. If you look at the pictures
Yeah,
in the previews
and
for
that's
Beauty and the
like
Beast,
the
they're
screen
gorgeous.
faces started as a thing that was like, we need to do them. Like for the dwarfs, they're small. It was going to be hard to animate the faces, and they knew there was a dark environment. They're like, we're gonna do the dwarfs. It makes sense.
It
The
works
beards,
there.
the beards will hide where the screen ends. And then for cars, they were like, okay, some characters have a bumper where the mouth is. Those characters we're going to articulate. But Lightning McQueen's mouth is just in the middle of this flat surface. We're going to have to project the mouth. And the same with Sally and a couple other characters. And so instead of like it being like, oh, now when we need to do it, if it's going to look better, we can do it. It's become, oh, that was actually, the Lightning McQueen figure was a lot cheaper than Mater. And, you know, we could do, all right, so if we're doing the Frozen ride, Olaf was super expensive, but if we do the human characters with screen faces, oh, that's a little cheaper, we can do that.
I feel like they should use it as a creative option or tool where they could not use something else otherwise. This is something that they can go to. But I feel like now I'm seeing so much of it, they're using it as a crutch rather than a creative tool or an option that they can use.
Yeah, I think it's the same with projection in general. I think.
I was gonna say, like, and you know, like, we're very much on the same page. Where a big reason I'm not in love with Universal is it's a lot of screen rides.
Yeah.
I don't like screen rides. I don't like rides that force you to wear some kind of glasses. I like to actually be in the environment and feel like I'm there. The only, kind of plus I can give this is that at least there's different dimension of the screens in a lot of those
Yeah.
scenes.
Yeah.
It's not like you're pulling
No,
and it's one big screen.
Yeah.
They make the screens are a little, like they say, 2D.
Yeah.
Because you get a little of that dimension and
2.5D.
and-
2.5D.
Yeah.
I like that. I think that's
Yeah.
very creative. At least that they're trying to add some kind of extra depth to it.
It's got some different stuff to it. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Okay, but the fact that the Goofy screen just cuts off at the top,
Yeah,
though.
it's square and a rounded window.
Could have
Yeah.
just made it round, it would have been fine. But like any
Yeah.
angle, you're just seeing, I'm like, bro, that's just like a Toshiba behind the train. Like, I can't.
Toshiba.
I like that you dropped Toshiba.
No,
it could have been
it's-
Sony. It could have been anything.
No, it's that classic Universal effect. It's the clear surface. You're projecting Goofy on the clear surface, and there's a screen behind him with another background.
It's not.
The old
It's a bad
Universal
look.
trick. What happened to Colleen?
Colleen is just hiding. Well, there's
Colleen
a
doesn't
chair
want to
there,
talk
too.
about the ride.
busy.
anymore. Colleen, okay.
Colleen's back at work.
I respect that.
I respect
We
that.
traded spots.
Oh, what was I going to say? I was going to say something about what you were saying.
The 2D on the screens. Again, what I was going to say is what you have me scared about. I've never got to do Ratatouille in.
Oh, I was gonna say,
is that
you
looks
know,
like-
I hate Ratatouille.
Yes.
I wouldn't compare Ratatouille to this. I think that would be mean.
You have told me
to
that that's
Runaway
just like
Railway,
one
yeah.
big screen. You could see the floor.
No,
And
they like
here-
thought about it. It's
And
clear
that's what I'm
like
saying
they
is
heard
here-
that complaint and they were like, oh, we'll put a starfish and some stuff on the edge.
Because I was waiting, 'cause I'm like, this is my first
Yeah.
screen ride, and then like you had scared me about Ratatouille, so I was like, no, it actually is authentic. I feel
No,
like
they listen
my
to
eyes
feedback. They don't,
yeah.
they don't live, they listen to what people say, whether it's on the internet, in surveys or whatever. And obviously when they got into this ride, they're like, okay, the one thing we're going to avoid, let's not have the screen edges like Ratatouille. Let's avoid that. So I will say, as much as this is not my favorite ride, I like it much more than Ratatouille. Ratatouille I dislike. As I said before, I think Runaway Railway, in my opinion, is just fine. It's okay.
I think kids will like it, and I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
kids would like this more than they would like the Great Movie Ride. Small
That's
kids,
fair.
or even people who've seen the Great Movie Ride too many times. I like this more because there is a lot to take in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. There's a lot to see, and it's different every time, and it's going to be popular. The ride's going to
yeah.
be around for a
Yeah.
while, and it's going to be very popular. I think it's technological achievement is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're right. It could have been better. But
Yeah.
It's not that. I mean, like we're being very critical because we're giving it a full review. But overall, like I did have a feeling of happiness when I got off the ride. It was.
Oh, I didn't.
It was a real good ride.
we knew that.
When?
It was
When did
nice.
you-
There's cool
There are
effects.
moments
I love
where
the
I was like,
pre-show.
oh, that's cute. I like that. I like the exit. It's gonna sound bad.
No,
I like
like the
exiting
leaving.
back through the
Love-
screen
love
and the
that
fact that they
running around.
like they knew
leaving.
like, oh, we
That was
opened those
cute.
gates here to come in, so those gates have to be there, even though we're not gonna close them. Those gates have to be there again. And like,
Your favorite part was getting off the ride. Yeah, leaving.
No, earlier it's true. Like, we said that when we were getting
It's a
off.
cute
because I, like,
effect.
when we went through, because when we first went on, it was very early in the morning. So I had the Imagineers there clapping, and Kevin Rafferty and Ms. Jones and Josh Tomorrow and everyone else.
everyone's there.
The
whole gang.
So when we walked out, the only reason we really turned around was to kind of see that fanfare going on behind us, and that's when we noticed that the end on the screen that you walk back through the
Yeah.
screen that you entered through, and that effect is super cool. That to me is like
It's not even an effect. It's a wall.
It's a wall, but I mean,
It's
like,
a wall with a
exactly.
light on it.
It's
but
an effect when you go in.
It's thoughtful.
My
It's
immersion.
My
cute.
immersion.
But can we talk about how cool that effect is when you walk in? Like that was all. Everyone
liked
in our
that a
room
lot.
Oh, the pre-show.
was
I
like,
love the
love
pre-show.
I
Yeah.
love the pre-show.
Yeah.
I like the song. I like the effect. I like the interaction with the cast member.
Yeah.
That to me feels quintessentially Disney. I like the whole lead up. Everything falls apart for me when the train goes forward.
Yeah, I get it.
That's when I lose the ride.
I also really like
Because even the
that.
train
Yeah.
pulls in, like the things on the wheels are going and the bell is dinging, and I'm like, okay,
And
this
even-
is cool.
You mentioned it in your article, but like how they transform you into the cartoon world. When you're in that little queue right before you get on the train, how even the physical set pieces are drawn and have little touches to make it feel like a cartoon. Like
Yeah.
I pointed out
It
to
looks
you,
sketched.
or whatever we
The
wrote the second
railings,
time.
I like the railings.
Yeah, I like it. Even the lights that like because on all these attractions you have the lights to go, stop, the red and green.
Yeah.
But they're drawn in to make it look like they're cartoon.
They're also hitting Mickey's.
I love
in the
that.
lights,
Yeah,
which is cool.
I
that
noticed
is
that
super
too.
neat. I love that
I
kind
like
of
that.
stuff.
Even
There
the
are
trash
thoughtful
cans
touches.
are just
They're
those.
absolutely thoughtful touches.
You won't
yeah.
see those trash cans anywhere else.
The trash cans in the load area
Yes.
are really cute.
They're awesome.
I love the cast, not the outside cast costume. I don't like the Chinese
We
theater.
talked about this last
They're
night too.
reversible.
But it reverses. It's the vest reverses into the other one, and then they just put on the hat and the handkerchief, which I love the conductor outfit. It's very cool.
I said that in the morning, and again when we rode with you, I was like, "How
Yeah.
awesome are these costumes?" And you're like, "I don't like the outside ones, but the inside ones."
No,
they're
the
cool."
It's the
the outside
same
vest is
thing.
over. It's gaudy. It's weird. But the Run Amok Railroad costume is adorable. And because we're in this, I feel like we're in this era of bad cast costumes. Like we had Toy Story Land, which is the worst costume ever. And even in California, they changed the Toy Story Mania costume, which they were great before. And so I just always feel like every costume's been like a downgrade lately. And then Railway, I was like, oh, that's cute. I like that. Yeah. Other thoughts, impressions?
I like
Nick, what'd you think?
Nick didn't write it yet. Nick's been fixing the
I
audio for
wanted Nick to be
25
like, I
minutes.
absolutely love
Are we working now? Can people hear the show?
I think everyone can hear everyone. We're good.
I think so. I don't know what I
Okay.
sound like because I gave you my mic.
I should just give both of
What
you
happened to
mics.
my mic?
I'll grab
Just
one of your
dead,
two
if we don't know?
Your mic
Okay.
just decided it wasn't a good
I
thing.
think the Erics broke it. The Erics broke my
Never
mic
know.
when they did News Today.
You should just have my mic, and I'll either get picked up on yours or yours.
You know what I think happened to the mic? I think
know what happened.
I think someone threw a blueberry pie at it and it exploded.
Exploded. The blueberry
I was
pie.
talking about sabotage.
Tell people about the blueberry pie because I love that they created a dessert just for.
Are we really gonna stop and talk about this blueberry
We're
pie?
talking about the
Did
pie.
you have it today?
I haven't had it. I gotta.
You were
I'm
the
going
one.
back tomorrow.
We get this anger.
Yeah, I saw the
and
review.
Kevin and I get this message. It's like there's a blueberry pie at the Trolley Treats, which number one Trolley Treats is at DCA, Disney Food Blog. Wrong park.
They even linked to it.
They linked to the DCA. We won't get into this now. It's not nice.
Okay.
But they made a blueberry pie at the Starbucks to celebrate the ride because it's a blueberry pie that flies into the train. And it's actually good. I was really surprised. It's great. It is one of the best counter service snacks I've had in maybe ever. It's really very good.
So the
A
fact that they
fresh
created like a
pie.
little treat that goes with the game, that goes with the
Something's
ride.
gonna be in that puppet theater at some point. I feel like.
Colleen just gonna pop up.
Actually, if you freeze frame the show, there's a secret message in the puppet theater. It says Trolley Treats is not in Hollywood
Says
Studios.
he was looking
Look
at
real
you,
close,
kid.
kids. All right, pull it away.
All right.
That was it. You just want to talk about the pie?
Now I look bad. 'cause
I think it's really
I said I was doing the cameras in the chat, and now you made me look bad, Nick.
There weren't
You
any
made me
Rise
look
of the
bad.
Resistance pies.
Rise of the Resistance didn't have a pie.
Oh,
That-
the rise pie was delicious.
I
It's
gotta
just
talk
a gray
about-
wall. Like
I do have to talk about. I have to talk about a Star Wars food later.
Yeah.
Not now, but later. Final thoughts on Runaway Railway? Can I go around and get everyone's quick hits? No.
Me?
Anything else? Yeah. I'm looking in your direction. Oh, Colleen's emerged.
I've emerged. I thought it was cute, and I liked it. But I do think it probably will make more sense in Toontown than it
Yeah.
made sense here.
Although we argued about that today because you're already in the cartoon world. I'm going to go through a screen into another cartoon world. What's gonna?
Nah.
What? Oh God.
No, you're going into a theater.
A cartoon theater.
Or it would have made a lot of
You're
sense if
in
there was an
Toontown.
animation area.
Cartoonception.
If only there was still an animation area.
No, we needed that Disney Junior dance party.
Yeah.
That needed to survive.
The
Not the Wizard of Oz ride, but keep the Disney Junior dance.
The stage they just hosed down.
What?
They just hosed down all of Disney Junior.
They don't hose that down.
It's for sanitary reasons.
What? What do you think happens in there?
I love it.
It's
Kids
because
put
like
their
the
dirty
little
hands on the
kids,
floor.
because the little kids are on the carpeted area. Is that what you're talking about? And it's
Yeah.
just gross.
Disgusting.
You don't like hose down a carpet.
Anyway, my thoughts.
You have to rent a rug doctor.
How wet are your carpets?
The Run Amok Rug Doctor.
That's the next attraction. That's what's next.
You shrink down to the size of a vacuum?
Vacuums are already our size.
Like you're. I'm thinking of the ones that are robotic. The robotic ones. You know, the ones bouncing in the corner like you're like,
That's still
"Ugh."
human sized already.
So you're
Not if
telling
you're
us you want
riding
to
it.
ride a Roomba?
I want to ride a Roomba.
I think
Trackless
Jessica can
ride.
already ride a Roomba. I think
Like
she's
the little
already
cats.
that
Put a
scale.
cat on a Roomba and just have a go.
So that's trackless. That's the first ever trackless ride.
What, the Roomba? Actually, Universe of Energy and the Great Movie Ride.
Yeah, I
were
hate
trackless,
that.
actually.
Wow. My thoughts. What I learned at boating school is.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, so let's see. I love the Great Movie Ride. I will never stop loving the Great Movie Ride. I want to be back in the Great Movie Ride.
This is a Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway discussion.
Let her speak.
Yeah.
Cool. Well,
I
great
do-
review of
That's
Mickey and
it.
Minnie's Runaway Railway.
That's
Look,
it. That's the
you know what
tweet.
happened today? So today I had ridden it, and then we're having lunch, and then we're like saying how we really feel about the ride, and then Tom says, "Don't look behind you."
Oh my
Sharita
God.
Carter, one of the the other Imagineer besides Kevin Rafferty, like the visual designer for like the whole ride, was behind us.
Perfect.
And I also love her. She happens to be one of my favorite Imagineers.
She's very
You know,
talented,
she's
yeah.
a very talented woman. So, you know, and I'm like, Tom, you don't tell someone when you come over and you have their food, you don't tell them that the food was bad, you know? So I went up to her and I told her, I'm like, look, I really appreciate your work. I still miss the Great Movie Ride, but
Wow.
I admire
Wow.
your work, and I do love seeing, even though obviously they closed it and that's why it was dead over there, but I do love seeing that area of the Chinese theater really invigorated. I've never seen that many people around there. Obviously, there was nothing to do there besides the handprints.
Did you actually, if you went
You know
to
what I
the
really like?
closing, you
People
would have
noticing
seen
the
that many
handprints
people.
for the first time, which blew my
Yeah.
mind.
I like
People
seeing
doing
it.
that, they
I
never
know.
noticed the
I know.
handprint.
Not everyone do, Tom, but I mean, I appreciated that they finally got to notice it in line because they were like, oh, look. And I enjoy that they got to take that in, albeit it may be crazy for the first time.
Yeah.
No,
I
I'm glad people. It's a beautiful building, and I'm glad people get to appreciate. And they kept the lobby, which I think is wonderful.
Yeah.
It's always
Yeah.
it's a beautiful recreation. It's very nice. I'm glad it's alive.
I
Yeah.
love the Chinese theater. I love seeing that area just got a whole lot of love. And then, you know, if people like it, I'm not going to tell them that they're wrong for liking something. I think that's fine. I mean,
You should tell that to people yelling about me.
me and my family, we made a lot of memories on Great Movie Ride. I don't think we'll make many memories on Mickey Minnie's Runaway Railway, but I know that a lot of families now will, you know, and that's okay with me, I guess. It has to be. There's no going back.
Has to be.
That's it.
All right.
I guess my final thoughts are I know that kids are going to enjoy it, and I know that it's an attraction that more individuals can do. What you were saying before, that there's a lot of people that can't do Tower of Terror or Rock and Roller Coaster, or maybe Star Tours because it shakes you around too much, or has like all these like different sorts of height
No,
requirements.
she was saying her parents are so old they can't do Runaway.
They
Railway.
can't do it.
But
That's
they're
because they
special.
have glasses.
Their glasses could fly off.
Do you have
Into
a
the
back
cartoon
condition?
world.
Are you
Yeah.
pregnant? Do you wear glasses?
Yeah.
Don't
All of
ride
the
this
above.
ride.
Minnie will step on them. She's very mean in the ride.
She kicks a dog.
Shh, you're ruining my jokes for later.
You can't talk about kicking dogs until the monologue.
Oh, then we
I
can
wrote
talk
those
about
jokes.
kicking dogs.
I think it does have a place in the park. I think some of it's very, very cute and very pretty. There's definitely some things that I wish were very different. I think the original concept, by Kimball, was that there was supposed to be kind of like a Mickey through the years, if I'm
Yeah.
correct about that.
Footlight Parade Mickey.
Footlight Parade Mickey.
They
I
always
would
have
love
those
that
ears.
if they just like overlaid Disney characters
Oh
into like Baymax singing in the rain. Like I
I
don't
would
care,
see that
whatever.
daily.
One more
Yeah.
refurb and they would have just covered
Alien,
the
but
whole
with
Footlight Parade cake though. It was already.
You know, John Carter steals your vehicle. I don't care, whatever.
That's a good point. Yeah, like a different concept.
Yeah, I think I would have enjoyed that more with
Yeah.
that type of concept.
Something for everybody.
Yeah, and I know that they want to showcase the new animation. It is pretty popular with kids.
Yeah.
But I feel like if you had Mickey through the years, and then maybe who have like the last big major scene be the new animation. You could still have had that been showcased and highlighted it in that manner, and still have really dedicated, because this is the first Mickey ride in the park, to show all of Mickey through the years. Would have been very, very nice. But with that being said, like I said, I enjoy it, but I don't love it.
I think one thing that sets Disney apart is storytelling. And I think the story got kind of lost in this one, so the storytelling's not maybe up to Disney. There are inferior Disney rides that tell way better stories and that stick with people a lot more, right?
It's fair.
But I still think it's worth a ride. I still think people will enjoy it. I understand that a lot of people love the Great Movie Ride. You know, it was sad watching it kind of decline over the last few years of its life. It would have been nice to see them refurbish it, or even change it to an Omni-Mover if the problem is the cost of all the act. I don't know what the issue was, but this is it's a good ride. People are going to enjoy it. They had an opportunity to do more, but I think they should be commended for doing well with probably the resources that they were allocated.
Yeah.
The Imagineers did a good job with probably what they were allowed to do.
Yeah, a ride that was fully concepted within the Chapek years. Yeah,
Right.
That's fair. Pete? What are you laughing?
No bread.
No bread.
It
It's
could
just ruining
have
my
been a
whole
better
monologue.
ride if we had stopped giving away bread a long time ago.
this discussion.
No, everyone wanted to hear us talk about railways.
It is
so
true.
we're
All right,
talking
with that being
about
said, I'm going to keep
railways.
it short and sweet because we have a lot of show.
Do we? It depends if it works.
It'll work. Nick's killing it out here. Nick, you're the man. Just see all the things he's crawling.
Nick is the coolest Olive Garden server I've ever
This is
met.
a sweet Orangeburg tie. We can't get closer on the tie. That is an Orangeburg tie.
You know where you can get bread? Olive Garden.
Yeah, he's got some in his pocket.
Endless.
All you can
All right. Here's the deal. Mickey Minnie's Runaway Railway is a ride worth riding. It is a great new concept. We can't have these.
Yes, we've never gone into the cartoon world before.
No, we have, and that's the thing is that and
This is
what are you
Pete's
going to do with
elevator
Mickey and Minnie
pitch.
having their own first ride? Yes, we could argue, like you said, that there's probably other things they could have done, but it's fun. The whole family can ride it, which I think is very important with Mickey and Minnie. Everyone's opinion on the actual how they're drawn and this new animation of Mickey and Minnie is weird. I get that too. I'm not that I was the biggest fan, but I did like some of the new things I saw. I like how they kept some of, paid a little bit of homage to the Great Movie Ride by keeping the lobby. And you are going in and out of a movie, if you will, or a movie screen. So that makes a little bit of sense. I don't know. It's not, again, every new ride Disney makes doesn't have to be the greatest ride ever invented. And if you keep that in the back of your mind.
It's an e-ticket, bro.
I know, bro. But listen, it's going to be an easy for a lot of
I'm
people.
gonna
A lot
get
of people are
mean.
going to love
This
this
is
ride.
apologist garbage.
No, it's
Apologist
not
garbage.
terrible. It's not a terrible
They are
ride.
the biggest entertainment company in the world. In the world, they created robots.
That
Give me
argument
a
of
break.
like, oh, it doesn't have to be
I'm
good.
tired of this
generation didn't create
argument.
robots. I mean, again,
No, this generation far from created
That's what I'm
robots.
saying.
Yeah,
But-
they can't get things to work.
is it
but-
a fun ride that I would take my family on? Yes. Is it the greatest ride I've ever gone on? No. I'll leave it at that because there's.
There is a high standard for trackless rides. Pooh's Honey Hunt opened in 2000, and people were blown
The Pooh's Honey.
away. Mystic Manor opened 2013. People were blown away. I cried the first time I went on Mystic Manor because I was like, oh my God, they can still do it.
You also cried right before you went on Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway.
And after too, so you walk out
Burn.
tears.
I didn't cry after, I was just confused. Just like, what does the bird do? I can't mourn because I'm so confused about this goddamn bird storyline. No idea.
It's cute though.
Chubby! I don't know what he
All right.
does.
So what's your final thoughts? So we can get to this great
Wait,
monologue.
wait a minute, because I gotta.
And then Rise of the Resistance, the first real trackless ride in the United States, blown away.
Yeah, very good.
And now, here we are a couple months later. It's cute,
Yeah, the
Until this
argument.
summer.
The argument that it doesn't have to be great because it's not an
I
e-ticket.
didn't say
It
great.
is
I
an
didn't say the
e-ticket.
greatest ride ever created.
It's housed
It is in a
like-
giant building.
it's housed in the
Listen,
park's
giant.
Let me
icon.
correct myself. I
Yeah.
didn't say that it
Yeah.
doesn't have to be great. It has to be great. And I think it's great. I think this will be good for families.
Well,
for
if
years.
you're okay with
I'm not-
park
no, I'm-
icon rides being just okay, you'll love the
I'm
new
not.
spaceship
I'm
burger.
really not. I'm gonna be really. That's
I thought you said you weren't gonna give away the
Don't get
monologue.
it started
All I
now.
love Big Bird. I'm just saying it's not the greatest ride they ever built was my comment. Like when they opened Rise, I thought this is the new standard. This is the greatest ride they have put together in one package.
It didn't need to be the greatest ride ever, but it needed to wow people. And I think everyone would be like, oh, it's cute. It doesn't mean anything. It means it's fine. It's okay.
I like the bird.
And it is in the center of the park. It's an icon attraction. It's not a Fantasyland dark ride, but that's what it's equivalent to. It's cute.
It's the first thing you see when you physically walk down the path. So I feel like that has to be in the building, in the symbol of the park, basically. It has to be the attraction to go see.
Just like it's tough to be a bug.
Oh, that's terrible.
wait a
Don't even get me
minute.
started. If you have to have
Wait
the
a
ride,
minute.
if the
Oh,
park
no.
icon has to be good, it's something to be a bug is the greatest feeling of all time.
All right, the entrance is like way off to the side.
Myth busted.
Get into this.
It should be.
That
I'm
was
saying
so
it should
good.
be.
I hate you so
Ride.
much, Eric.
I take everything back.
All right, let's wrap up this discussion,
I
please.
just don't.
stand corrected.
Yeah. It's fine. It's cute. People will like it. It's not going to last forever. I think the cartoon style says that.
It's
I
going to
think-
fall apart.
Well, that too. Today the carpet was already off the floor. It was, and the wall was peeling, and they still use
pre-painted
the
rust on the
decal
rails.
walls. I don't understand the decal walls. It's just fine. I just think for a trackless ride, I think it's very disappointing. I think it's really disappointing that it doesn't have a big wow to it. I think that is Disney's job. I think no matter what the attraction is, there's some sort of wow. Even like the charming ones. I think people go on like Casey Jr. Circus Train. They're wowed by like just the intimate charm of a ride like that, or Alice in Wonderland at Disneyland. And I think it doesn't have the charm and it doesn't have the e-ticket wow. It falls in between, and falling in between means it has nothing of meaning. It doesn't charm and it doesn't wow, which are I think the two ways a Disney ride is successful. I think you do one of those two things. Sometimes you do both.
How would you, just out of curiosity, this is just for fun, like if you had to rank, say, your top 5 rides just at Hollywood Studios, where would it fall?
There's 5 rides at Hollywood Studios.
It's
All right,
above
like, you have
aliens
both-
whirling
here's what I was
saucers.
thinking in my head, right? You have both Star Wars. You have the new Mickey Minnie Runaway Railway. You have Slinky Dog.
You have to
You
think.
have those
Nice
are
thinking.
and you have
Rock and roll.
Rock and Roller Coaster. So like out of those, because those are the ones that hold the longest wait times, where would this rank?
Rise, Tower.
I agree so far. And then
Toy
it's
Story
got to be
Mania.
Mickey and Minnie, I think.
Star Tours.
Oh God! All right, I thought this was an intelligent question.
Star Tours has
It's a
more and better
screen-based 3D movie
animatronics.
theater. It's a 3D movie theater.
It's a 3D movie theater.
It's,
Yeah, but it
Star
has
Tours
the
sucks.
charm. Like it's well written.
Oh God! All right, forget
I understand
asked.
what's going on in it.
Forget I asked.
I care about the characters in it.
Okay.
It's funny, unlike the cartoon ride that I didn't laugh at a thing in.
Okay, so then Star Tours. Where else? Where would this fall then? Keep going until
Next,
you hit.
probably. Probably number 4.
All right, so it would land at
Listen
number 4.
to the
It's above
to
Falcon.
the puppets.
I would agree it's above Falcon. I agree it's above Falcon.
Technically, I like Rock and Roller Coaster more, but I'm going for quality.
Yeah.
I'd rather
Rock
ride
and Roller
Rock and Roller
Coaster's
Coaster.
trash.
It is, but
It's fun. It goes upside
it's
down in
fun
the dark,
trash.
so I like
no,
it.
but I
it's
love
no-
the bad pre-show.
Yeah,
though.
the bad
Like,
pre-show is
it's-
amazing.
Anyway,
All right, I think
don't
we've
know.
said it all.
probably. Go ride it for yourself. Figure out
Yeah,
if you like
go
it.
ride it. It's worth a ride.
But yeah. Wait till we do the Ratatouille show. That's gonna be great. If you like Tom yelling about Runaway Railway, you'll love. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you. Colleen's making snide remarks from in the puppet theater.
The puppet theater's not happy right now. Just cut to the puppet theater,
Puppet
like saying
theater.
I'm gonna quit.
Next show
There
is
we
just
go.
a blank wall.
There it is. Yeah.
Hey!
She's a bee, everyone.
Amen. Cheers, Colleen. Cheers. All right. Is it monologue time?
It is. It's time for the news.
Yay!
Yay!
Colleen, shut up. Now the news brought to you by WDW The Cruise.
Cruise.
Cruise, thank you. Nothing can stop us now are the lyrics from the song in the Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. But of course, it's also Bob Chapek gloating.
No.
Yeah, I like the song. Has everyone heard the song at this point? Nick, can we play the song for everybody? Yeah, we got.
They're gonna make a movie about it.
Monetization gone.
As you walk into the renovated Chinese theater, you walk past screen posters of the various Mickey shorts like Potato Land, Split Decision, and of course the premiere short, Perfect Picnic. Once inside the pre-show, you get to watch the start of the Perfect Picnic cartoon, where Minnie literally kicks Pluto into the trunk of a car. Yeah. Turns out Pluto was trying to warn people that the country bears were going to be closed, and Minnie needed to silence him. I'm joking, of course. Under mouse rules, animal cruelty is legal.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. Then Goofy shows up aboard the. What is happening?
A lot of movement.
You are just in the shot. You're just there.
That's amazing. The Colleen Cam. She's always little pea.
She's always down there.
That's her desk.
That's her
In
children.
2.5D. Then Goofy shows up aboard the Runamuck Railroad and offers to meet Mickey and Minnie at Runamuck Park. Mickey and Minnie hit a railroad track bump and sends Pluto and the picnic basket high into the air, and then a pie gets lodged in the train smokestack, causing a large explosion. For the record, a pie in the smokestack is the most requested thing on OBT.
Oh my god.
Would you get logged out? Give me past the computer.
Who passed?
What are you people
Why would you
doing
password
this
protect
week?
this?
It's protected by my fingerprint.
Well,
So if you ever need to just cut my
just
finger
cut your
off.
finger off. We'll do that for next week.
So yeah, as I said, a smokestack in the, whatever. A pie in the smokestack is the most requested thing. You're still in the shot. A pie in the smokestack is the most requested thing on OBT.
Nailed it. Thank
Good old pie in
you.
the smokestack.
Nathan, please come back.
That's the first thing I had to do that I was responsible for. I'm very proud of myself.
You just sat there like, nope, doesn't work.
I'm just like, well, you locked me out.
Doesn't work. The screen then, that's what your girlfriend does to you all the time, you're used to it. The screen then,
Oh, that's terrible.
Oh my god.
You gave me the soundboard, but I'm fun with it.
Yes.
the worst show. The screen then explodes in smoke as it opens to reveal the loading queue and platform. You know, I know after the Jungle Cruise incident you might be worried, but don't worry, this is planned. This is supposed to happen. You're then led into the attraction's loading area. We wait in a rustic barn to load into the train. Cast members are dressed as train conductors, something I was told there used to be at the Magic Kingdom before I was born.
Oh.
It's been closed a long time. Each train car features 2 rows of 3 to 4 passengers each, or 1 to 2 annual pass holders with a golden lap bar for you to pull down. Then Goofy pops out from behind the train's engine car once you're inside the tunnel. He's projected onto a rectangular screen that doesn't align with the rounded openings of the train. So the ride isn't the only thing that doesn't fit where it was put.
Oh.
Someone got it. Thank you. Thank you to the one person in the crowd laughing.
Our plant.
In the tunnel, guests encounter Mickey and Minnie in their car driving alongside them. Mickey and Minnie take the form of the most advanced audio animatronics figures ever made. Oh! Oh, there it is! It's the Mickey animatronic from Runaway Railway. Oh, it's so real! It's like he's here.
Hiya, pal!
Move this way. It's like he's here.
Pluto.
Hiya, pal!
Oh, wow, it's Mickey.
Say, you want to come back to the cartoon world with me? We can do all sorts of fun things like drive my car, kick a dog, try to figure out what the story with the fat bird is. All sorts of fun things.
Oh, that sounds great, Mick, but I gotta finish the show.
Okay, I'll see you real soon.
This derailed. The attraction
Get it
concludes.
derailed.
Turn your mic off. You're not on now, Jessica. No.
I wrote like 80% of this.
No. I was just talking about the derailed, but I enjoyed it.
The attraction concludes when guests come up close and personal with a giant furnace before being saved by Mickey and Minnie. I tried to jump in, but the lap bar was too tight. Once guests are safe, they arrive back in the park for a romantic picnic after dark, complete with fireworks. Guests are then charged the full price of a dessert party. Scene includes audio animatronic figures of Mickey, Minnie, and their dog Pluto with a black eye.
Oh.
Also, Chubby the merchandise bird is perched over the exit archway saying goodbye to guests. Please buy things. There's a photo of Walt Disney riding a train at the exit of the attraction. This is, of course, a great reminder that this is a Disney ride.
Oh, man.
Listen, I was waiting to see Hagrid show up. Guess,
You're
you're a cartoon, Harry. Guess, I'm joking, that has physical scenes. Guests then head to the unload station and disembark to a post-show The End scene, a big fake screen, for exiting out the same exit doors as the Great Movie Ride, which I'll be propped against crying.
Oh.
Everyone, no. Don't pretend you all like me now. It's too late.
I feel bad when you're crying outside doors.
Mickey, all alone, all by myself.
I'm not
Mickey
gonna
and
say
Minnie's, no. Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway will sadly not be a part of extra magic hours, but you can ride it during the bare minimum amount of magic hours at Hollywood Studios. The Mickey Shorts Theater is now open at Hollywood Studios, where you can catch a fun new animated short, relax in air conditioning, and then take 45 pictures with a potato. The original animated short Vacation Fun celebrates Mickey and Minnie's favorite vacation memories, plus over 1 minute of new animation.
Wow.
1 whole minute.
The short ends with Mickey and Minnie visiting a cartoon version of Walt Disney World. We knew it wasn't the real thing because they got to use the Chinese theater as the park icon for Hollywood Studios. Bob Chapek made his first executive decision as CEO, and that was to eliminate his enemies. And first on that list, complimentary bread. I'm next. Second agenda item will actually be to change all park condiments to Heinz.
They already are.
They did already, yeah. There's some, you can find some rogue. There's some rogue hunts. Find it. And probably don't play that again. It might sound wrong.
No, yeah.
There's,
Let that one be.
What's Tom say? Play the theme song. That's right. Some Disney World restaurants are eliminating free bread in an effort to save some dough. That was it. That's the one that deserves it. That's fine. Tony's has done away with their free bread, so now you'll have lots of room for paid food poisoning. The bread is gone, but you can buy garlic knots there for $9. It's actually just garlic bread, but they get the name knots from what they do to your intestines. When asked why the bread change was made, Chapek said, "Our guests have told us they want more Disney, more family, more timeless, and fewer carbs." This is insane, though, because Disney got rid of bread, but we still have complimentary bread here at News Tonight. We got, here we go.
Look at all that
We got
bread.
complimentary bread.
So much
great.
free bread.
Oh, thank you. There's our bread plate. They get the rolls? Who got the rolls?
Oh, we have
You guys
great
got the
rolls.
rolls.
We didn't get any bread.
We got
Bread? The audience is
also
getting
gave us
bread. You
butter.
think I'm joking?
That table got
Colleen is
bread.
absolutely handing the
Well,
audience
see,
bread right now.
That's a signature,
Butter will
and we're
cost you.
just a normal.
I got butter. Did you guys not get butter?
This
I
is
didn't
a
get bread.
Tony's corner.
got
We
some
didn't get
butter.
bread.
I'm an annual
It
pass
was a bad week for
holder.
me to give up carbs.
I need
You
bread.
guys want some?
I
Here, you
should
can
have
have
the
this.
plan.
Yeah, I know.
You want some butter?
This is Coral Reef. We don't do bread anymore.
Hold on. Please.
I don't know if
This,
I
of
want
course,
this bread
is the
now.
new weekly segment where
Chapek
we
of
eat
you.
bread.
It's the nicest compliment you can ever
Welcome to Tom and Nick
Alright.
are happy about bread.
Oh, here. The bread
This
can
bit
stay,
cost a lot of
stay right
money.
next
You
to
can
me
feed all
where it
the birds on your
belongs.
desk.
There.
That's great.
Wait, so did we get
It's
all
Chubby
the
the
tops of
merchandise
hopes
bird.
and you got all the bottoms?
I don't
know.
know. This is. Oh, it is.
No,
What's
it's
on
a
the
full.
bottom?
It's a full.
This
roll.
one's not. I don't think.
What is the bread complaint?
They gave us half. They gave us
Free
half
bread.
eaten bread.
What do you want for
$9.
free?
I don't know.
We can take it away too.
Colleen, take away their bread.
That's it.
Colleen,
more
take
free
their
bread.
bread.
No, no, Colleen.
Before the show, I asked Colleen, I'm like, is there food? She's like, no, there's just bread.
It's not really food.
Get this bread. Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Colleen.
All right, you're gonna have to eat all this.
With confirmed, there's no transition for this. With confirmed cases of coronavirus in Florida and California, we touch all the bread. The Disney Parks Division has had to enact heightened sanitation measures across the parks. In an official statement to People magazine, they said the following. Well, the teleprompter broke, which is always great. So let's go back to eating bread. Quote, we know there's new information this week about coronavirus in Florida, the spokesperson said. We have very stringent sanitation procedures in place at Walt Disney World Resort, at least outside of the bathrooms. We are in close contact with health agencies for information and guidance, and at this time, we are continuing to communicate to our cast the importance of preventative measures such as frequent hand washing, rigorous cleaning processes, and spending all of their money at their place of employment. For guest convenience, we have placed additional hand sanitizers throughout the NBA experience and will adjust our protocols as the situation warrants. We have seen Spike the Bee, and we're not doing a bee bit. We have seen Spike the Bee all over the Epcot internet. Get out of here!
Bring back the bee.
Hashtag
Bring
save the
back
bee.
We want the bee. We want the bee.
You're not even all chanting the same thing. I just spit bread all everywhere.
Buzz,
How did you get it into my cup?
yummy bread.
You better not have coronavirus. Actually, I would love some corona right now.
Please stop.
What are we chanting again?
Wait, get out of the puppet theater. We have seen Spike the Bee all over the Epcot International Flower and Garden Festival, and this year he's back for the Spike's Pollination Exploration. For $7.99, you can pick up a map, which you will use to mark the location of Spike at each garden on the map. Once complete, you can then redeem for your prize, which will be one of 4 Flower and Garden themed cups. Even if you fail to find Spike or put forth any effort at all in the scavenger hunt, you are still entitled to a cup. So I guess there's just a long way of saying that Flower and Garden cups are on sale for $7.99. Cast members at Walt Disney World today were seen wiping down the Magic Band touch points and finger scan bases with sanitizing wipes after each guest entered the park, as they step up their efforts to combat the spread of the coronavirus. Not to be outdone, the staff at Tony's Town Square has started washing the silverware after each guest.
That's good.
You just
Yeah,
wipe it down at the table.
It's just a bucket.
Like Lysol wipes. And it's like,
It's like
It's like
with
in Ma's
barbershops.
kitchen where they're like, just clean the silverware for us
They
for the
stick
next
the
party.
combs in.
I'm trying to do a show here, people. Ladies.
like a
Family,
soccer show.
excuse me.
Jess is having way too much fun.
Families looking to have an extra fantastic visit, learning and exploring at Epcot can now become sea sleuths with Finding Dory's Friends, a new self-led journey through the seas with Nemo and Friends Pavilion. This, of course, is not to be confused with the self-led journeys by Matt Sanswa and Backdoor Disney. These soft, you know it's good when Sean laughs. Sean doesn't get the rest of the show. I don't know what they're talking
Sean's
about.
probably like friends with Matt Sanswa. They're like the same age.
The softcover booklet includes a full 2 pages of 10 stickers featuring a variety of sea life, all in cartoon form to appeal to kids. They're of a nice quality, nice enough to overlay a Disney California Adventure Land, in fact. The first page includes an easy-to-follow map of the sea base and the first practice sticker space. How soft have we become on our children that they now get a practice sticker space? Don't worry, if your child has problems placing stickers, he might someday be an Imagineer who leads the Spaceship Earth overhaul.
Aw.
You're laughing too hard at that. He started it. ABC Commissary now serves breakfast. So after you don't get a boarding group and you cry because the great movie ride was replaced by a dark ride, you can then finally end it.
No.
Probably
and
in
what?
my bathroom.
This month's This month's series of Disney Parks Wishables features some of our favorite snacks and sweet treats from around the parks. Wishables Parks Food Series 2 features popcorn, churros, a turkey leg, and cotton candy. Yeah, Series 3 will just be bread.
All right.
Actual bagged bread.
Wait, like a blind bag of just bread?
Like Wonder Bread.
Oh my god, a Hawaiian roll! Like,
There's rye, there's all different kinds of options.
Different rolls from whatever they had to throw away.
oh my god.
The people are squeezing it. Which bread is this? Where are you going?
I'm listening. I'm not on camera.
Yeah.
Oh, well, hi. Why
The
am I on camera during
Springs,
the
it's already
monologue?
10:16, guys. The Springs Street Tacos food truck at Disney Springs closed back in February, and a new food truck, the Hot Diggity Dogs, will replace it in the future. Hot Diggity Dogs will serve gourmet hot dogs and house-made chips. Oh, sure, when Disney serves hot dogs out of a truck, they're considered gourmet. But when I serve hot dogs out of a truck, I'm dangerous and a public health menace. Jeez. What does Regis think of the hot dog truck? Does Regis have any thoughts on that?
I don't like this.
It's still my favorite bit.
No, the bee. It's the bee.
Oh, well,
Remember.
yeah, Regis then.
Remember, everyone loves the bee.
We
The-
wants to be.
The Primeval Whirl attraction, speaking of things everyone loves, the Primeval Whirl attraction in Dino Land and Animal Kingdom will be reopening once again on select dates in March. Received the confirmation today. It'll be open March 21st through the 23rd and the 28th and 29th to alleviate the pressure from other areas. You will like it. It is the best ride in Chepekistan. You will get used to rides like this. Very affordable, very good. The Haunted Mansion, I don't know. Try different things. The Haunted Mansion remains closed indefinitely following one of the dune buggies sinking. No, that's wrong ride. People were seen just in a dune buggy, just underwater. Closed indefinitely following a breakdown on Monday. It's supposedly due to ride system problems. But then again, Bob Chapek was reportedly seen walking through the property with the cast and crew from Love It or List It. So. Yeah. It's actually, truth be told, I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret. Ooh. It's actually going to be a new DVC resort.
Oh,
yeah, the Haunted Villas at Liberty Square.
sign me up.
It's a lot of points, though. A lot of points. At Disney's Polynesian Village Resort, a new cast of characters can be seen at Ohana if you look down. It's Moana made of dropped floor noodles.
Oh.
No one drops the noodles at Ohana. They're delicious. You eat them off the floor. New carpeting features characters from Moana alongside Polynesian-inspired designs. There's Maui, the heart of Te Fiti, and Moana herself sailing off to her next adventure, likely the bathroom before the bread pudding arrives.
Oh my god.
There's reason to celebrate at Animal Kingdom Lodge as two new baby animals have joined the family. One animal is a baby Sitatunga, a species of antelope also known as the marsh buck. Yeah, they're afraid to use marsh buck because Chapek might think it's some sort of currency and try to spend the baby animal. Also joining the herd is a Hartman's Mountain zebra fowl. We'd like to congratulate Nathan on his new baby, who he is with tonight. You know. That's why he's not here. It's Nathan Hartman. If you like Disney characters, monorails, and Pez dispensers, there's an amazing new toy available to cater to this obscure niche intersection of fandoms. It's a monorail Pez dispenser display, which can hold 8 Pez dispensers at once. How many times have I bought a new dispenser and thought, where am I going to put this? If only there was a place to put all of my Pez dispensers. Yeah, it's cool too, because when you get older, the monorail can hold 8 days of medication.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the monorails come in 3 colors, red, blue, and how the hell is that coral? The Magic we'll just move on.
I was waiting for Nick's delayed laugh. I didn't get it.
Nope. The Magic Happens daytime parade has debuted at Disneyland, featuring Moana, Coco, Frozen, and hand-drawn afterthoughts. The classics, the classics didn't even get their own music for each float. They had to share, like 20 cast members in an apartment. Oh, Mickey!
Oh boy, that sure was funny.
What happened to your face?
Oh, I'm fine. Just a little blue.
It's the blue screen of death.
Oh.
Yeah. You can go now.
See you later, pal.
I like this character.
I'm gonna go kick some dogs. A man through what? Colleen is just rolling across the floor, by the way. You're off camera. You didn't need to. Whatever.
She's
It's good. It got all the Dorito dust out of the carpet. Oh, thank you. A man who threw punches in a family brawl at Disneyland has been sentenced to 6 months in jail. 3 family members famously brawled in Toontown a few months ago. On top of this, Avery Robinson is accused of attempting to hit a Disneyland security guard with his vehicle as he drove away. As he did, he was heard yelling, "Nothing can stop us now," from the window. Yeah, the family dog could also be heard in the trunk. There they go.
That's great. I don't even have that button.
You know. On Saturday, guests at Disney Springs got to see Guinevere, Barley's trusted van from the film Onward, parked outside the AMC. Meanwhile, parked outside the Play Pig, guests also got to see Nick's van, Candy. Disney Imagineering, I love that.
That's a good one.
Disney Imagineering legend Bob Gurr will be linking up with Pawn Stars Rick Harrison to possibly sell or provide information on one of the original Skyway buckets. Rick will tell Bob that the best he can do for the gondola is $20. Yeah. You know, it's funny that there's this crossover between the gondolas and Pawn Stars because you never know what's going to come through that door is also the tagline of the Disney skyline. That's the news! Who's reading? Are you doing this, Pete?
Sure.
Bro, don't clap. It was terrible.
Oh,
Pete, go
we made
ahead.
it
Tell
through.
tell us who brought us the longest news.
Well, tonight the news is brought to you by WDWNT The Cruise. This August, WDWNT will be hosting its first ever group cruise aboard the Disney Cruise Line. Monday, August 17th through Friday, August 21st, 2020. Join us for Tom Corliss's first ever Disney cruise aboard the Disney Dream, departing from Port Canaveral with stops at Nassau and Castaway Cay. By booking with our preferred travel provider, Never Grow Up Vacations, you'll be entitled to attend several special events during the cruise only for WDWNT guests. To book your room with our group or to inquire about pricing, please contact Never Grow Up Vacations at info@nevergrowupvacations.com. More information can also be found at WDWNT.com.
Thank you, Pete.
My pleasure.
All right, we have a lot more show left, even though it's 10:23 at night. We have the
least
wonderful
the
world of
discussion's
psychotic comments. We have a game. Nick,
Right.
I need the phone number. It's there. Oh, great. 8327 WDWNT7 if you want to play WDWNT The Dream Sequence Jeopardy. That's happening later on tonight. If you want to call and get information how to join on our game, we need 3 contestants, and they're playing for probably a large amount of core bucks
They
tonight.
certainly are.
Buko.
Because this is our hardest game, so it's going to be a big total. So again, that's 8327 WDWNT7 if you want to play the Dream Sequence. We've got much more, including the debut of Liquid Magic tonight. Stick around. Play fake applause. We have a real audience. Hey everybody in podcast land, it's me, Crazy Corliss, and I'm here to tell you about our big winter blowout down at Crazy Corliss's used ride vehicles and assorted theme park paraphernalia emporium and warehouse this weekend. We are currently overstocked in all 2014 and earlier models of ride vehicle, and they must go to make room for our 2015 shipment of large floating tires. In the market for a Viking ship, our prices are so low I can hardly polar bear it. We're not trolling you, folks. Our deals are the best in town. Get the 2-door 1989 backlot tour tram, only $50. Really, otherwise they're just going to a scrapyard in Oviedo anyway. How about a 1983 Horizons car? Sure, it has some blind spots, but you can't beat that electric ending picking. Need a non-squeaky boat that doesn't take on water? We have recently liquidated 1973 POTC boats priced by the pound. So cheap you'll think we lost our mind. Don't be chicken. Come on down and cruise out in this stylish beauty of the Caribbean. Our 1993 vintage Chickapin Hill logs are 75% off this weekend. At that price, you can overlook the fact that it's missing those fancy lap bars of today's models. Thinking green? We have a wide array of traveling theater cars that run on clean solar power. Don't keep driving around in your gas-guzzling dinosaur when you could feel the flow of clean energy down the interstate. And just in case you think we might sell you a clunker like a 1991 Amity boat, just listen to one of our satisfied customers.
I was in the market for a used ride vehicle, so I went to Crazy Corliss's used ride vehicles and assorted theme park paraphernalia emporium and warehouse. Tom hooked me up with a great deal on a 3-row dopey mine car, and now my family of 6 looks anything but dopey cruising along in this bad boy. Thanks, Tom.
Don't believe him? Come see for yourself. As Walt Disney once said, if you can down pay it, you can drive it.
Take your next trip in a Viking ship.
Crazy Corliss's used ride vehicles and assorted theme park paraphernalia emporium and warehouse is located on the big corner of Main and Center Street. So come on down and tell them Crazy Corliss sent you.
Hello, I'm Bob Chapek, CEO of the Walt Disney Company. You may be wondering, Bob, you're a dummy. How'd you land that job? Well, I'll tell you all about how to fail upwards in my new book, How to Become CEO of the Walt Disney Company for Dummies. Go from humble ketchup marketing chemist to king of the entertainment industry. No experience or common sense necessary. Just barge into management at the Disney store and remove anything an adult might want to buy, and then turn the store interiors into slightly cleaner Kmarts. Then work your way into a line of business you'll never understand: theme parks. Remove classic attractions with no knowledge of historical significance, and then start cramming in those IPs until people are sick of them. You could shove Marvel in the Tower of Terror, cram Beauty and the Beast into France, and decal the pier with Pixar. I'll even unveil more great tips throughout the book, like, if you can't cut the budget of a 14-acre highly anticipated land, just get rid of all the entertainment you promised. Build a Toy Story land made of roughly the same quality as the toys you produce for the Disney store. Clone a Ratatouille ride that makes Fast and the Furious Supercharged look like Pirates of the Caribbean. Hey, those guys still objectify women too. And more. In the end, the most important tip I can give you: have the same name as the outgoing CEO so they can save on name tags. So if you want to fall ass backwards into success, get How to Be CEO of the Walt Disney Company for Dummies. Tom Staggs already bought one. That'll teach you to be competent and a threat to Bob Iger, you dunce. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go start another Skywalker movie trilogy, close Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, and never approve a nighttime parade. I love money.
Welcome back to WDW News Tonight. We are live on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and I don't know, all sorts of places. It's time for, let's see what's on this week on Disney Plus. Action! This week on Disney Plus, the Real Mousewives of Lake Buena Vista. They all have Instagram accounts and they're all invited to media events.
I'd watch it.
All their followers are fake, but the drama is real. Tune into the Real Mousewives of Lake Buena Vista. That's not on the script. Nope.
Yeah, I like
it's
that.
not.
I was too used to
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Sometimes I'm pretty decent. All right, Nick. It's time for the wonderful world of psychotic comments. Brought to you by WDW and TV app.
Walt Disney presents
A fart noise in my intro.
It's not a fart noise, it's a raspberry. We only have high-class stuff on this show.
Oh boy. Pineapple Promenade brings a taste of the tropics and a spiked bee sipper and spork to the
Spike the bee, not spiked.
Spike.
It's not spiked.
spike.
The spiked bee.
Pete would have 5 of them then.
The spiked bee is delicious.
Sco says, I suppose this is some sort of bizarre chain of events. You brought this on yourself, you spork thieves. He's complaining about the price of the spork.
It's $2.50.
That's expensive.
It's a disposable spork. Yeah. Complimentary bread service to be discontinued.
God.
Edward wrote, must say, reconsidering taking $10K to family this year, might just stay local, maybe sign up for a bread making class at the junior college.
What?
Didn't make his own bread.
Definitely psychotic.
I've heard all you need is there's a machine you buy.
There's the bread making machine.
Yeah, and it's like easy. You just throw the ingredients in and it makes the bread. You don't even need a class.
Eric says, I think it's hilarious how upset people are over the loss of bread. The park food quality is poor and the cost is outrageous. The only in-park restaurant worth a visit is Tiffin's. You might as well go to Olive Garden or Macaroni Grill on the Park
Yeah, and say hi to
Divine.
Nick.
He'll give you a good table.
In here we're family.
Oh, boy.
That's Nick talking about his van, of course. In here we're family. Yeah.
Mark says, what's next? I'm sorry, this is table service restaurant, not a table and chair service restaurant. If you want a chair, they're available at 2 meal credit restaurants only. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't read very well. I should have read that. You get the point.
The story of this show. I should have read that before we got on
right,
the air.
Exactly. Vanessa wrote, I can't believe I'm seeing so many grown adults throwing a temper tantrum because they can't stuff their mouths full of free bread because they feel like they're sticking it to Disney by filling up on something they don't directly pay for. So many low-class people swarming Disney these days. It's a serious bummer for those of us who
Wow.
know how to behave in public.
Why can't people like bread?
That was also a long way to go from free bread to low-class citizens.
Right.
If the Brown Derby got rid of their bread, I would cancel my annual pass.
Wow.
Well,
I have always
Bob
loved
Chapek
that.
is taking
Those
notes.
dinner rolls at Brown Derby are the best.
He's already making a phone call.
That's
You
the
just
first
have
thing.
bread for all of us.
I am completely serious. The first thing I think about when I get a Brown Derby reservation is I can't wait to have bread. I'm not even joking. Completely serious.
Turn my mic up.
All right.
Nick
Turn my
has to
mic
do
up.
it.
You're fine. I don't need one.
Good job.
Just double mic.
You did
Why
good.
do I even have a mic on this show?
Thank you.
I don't know either.
Andy wrote, if Chefs de France stop serving baguettes, it should be forced to drop the word France from its name.
Oh. Oh, good. There's another page.
They're off.
There's several. Go ahead.
A lot of psychotic comments this week.
Oh, man.
Joe wrote, bread was not offered at Tony's this week. Anthony replied, maybe the microwave was broken. Reliance on screens and odd audio animatronics.
Oh, my review of Runaway Railway.
Review of
yeah.
Runaway Railway.
Yeah. People loved it. We got a lot of great feedback.
Todd wrote, people, quote unquote, loving it are only doing so because they want to brag about writing it early. But if the overall vibe is it's lame, it'll ruin that pathetic need of theirs to feel special.
You know, controversially, I don't disagree with him. Because that was like our whole Shanghai discussion was I felt lied to by people. Like they all said it was great because
just
they
to brag
went.
Yeah.
That was like the whole thing I felt about Shanghai. It was like this. It's just because people went like near the grand opening, they were like bragging about it. And who wants to brag about going to something bad? I don't bring up that I was the first guest in Abracadabra because that's embarrassing. Oops, I said it on the air.
Still hasn't been served.
Go ahead.
Depends on the bartender.
Remember that segment we used to do, Who Hates Tom Now?
Yeah, then there was too many people eventually.
Amanda wrote, I'm all for honest reviews, but this article felt more like the author was ticked off that the great movie attraction was closed and didn't give Runaway Railway a fair chance. Thank you, Amanda.
We should definitely listen to the person who calls it the great movie attraction. What? It's a hard name to remember. It's tough.
She was jazzing it up.
Paul.
Mickey and Minnie's train ride. I like Minnie and Mickey's train ride.
Scott wrote, "People are right. This blog hates Disney. I've gotten to the point that I don't even click on the articles anymore. I just scroll past them. They are really a bunch of hacks. I did watch one of their WDWNT live shows for about 10 minutes one time, and it was 10 minutes of my life I'll never get back."
10 minutes, that's a record. Record high. Record high.
Wait, so let me get this straight. He just goes on the site and scrolls past the articles every day and goes, "I did my job," and that's it.
Yeah.
You know we still got to page you for the homepage, right? You know that? Still counts.
I like this one. Brian wrote, "Funny how Tom hates everything that everyone else seems to like at Walt Disney World. Most recently, he hates Slinky, Galaxy's Edge, even though he raved about it on their
don't hate
podcast after
Galaxy's
visiting
Edge.
Disneyland. And now this. Guaranteed if all this opened in Tokyo, he'd be raving about it."
Ooh, I love a good Tokyo.
There are things I don't like in Tokyo.
Yeah.
Plenty of things.
Leaving.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it means I got to come back here and try to figure out what this bird's doing.
Paul wrote, "I guess Tom hated it so much he had to ride it more than once because I saw him in line several times."
That's true.
This guy just hanging out.
You know, it's amazing that I take my job so seriously that I like to go on things several times to form a concise opinion. It's amazing.
Due diligence.
I felt like I need to ride every car. I wanted to see if maybe I sat in a bad seat. Like, I don't know. I want the full experience, whether I like it or
So
not.
you're saying you took the spot of somebody else who could have
would you
rode?
stop? Don't
Because you
even
rode
start
multiple
this.
times?
Stop taking boarding
Child
groups.
out of the way, and then they could never.
Stop taking boarding groups every
dare
day.
you.
Lady, it's a different person that goes every day.
All right, one more.
Oh my
one
God.
More.
This is just like everyone being mean to me this week.
The review of Call of the Wild.
Oh, okay, I like this one.
Laughing Place wrote, "So you're saying the box office for this movie looks a bit rough. Maybe audiences should throw it a bone." I think he thought he was writing about the Jungle Cruise.
Great
yeah.
jokes.
Yeah, that's it.
Pete, who brought us whatever that just was?
Well, whatever that just was brought to you by WDWNT, the app. WDW News
This is
Tonight.
the best way to skim through articles and
Yeah,
hate
if you
us.
wanna
You should
skim
get the
through,
app.
This is the way to do it. Why don't you pull up that phone, get the app, and it's brought to you by WWNT, the app, the official mobile application of WDWNT.com. This app brings you all the latest Disney Parks news, WWNT shows, including WDW News Tonight, streamed right to your mobile device, park hours, videos, as well as the ability to listen and chat live, and go on this very show and many others. Download the app today for iOS, Android, and Amazon devices by searching for WDWNT or visit WDWNT.com for more information. WDWNT, the app, bringing you the worldwide leader in Disney Parks news anywhere you want it.
You know, Nick, after that segment, I'm pretty upset.
It was bad. It was awful. It was terrible. Get him away. Hey, boo!
Nick, why don't you go first?
No, you actually go first.
Do I have to?
You I
have
unless
to?
you want to stall for a second. Yes.
I'll go first.
Yeah.
I'm mad that I'm not allowed to have an opinion. That's what I'm mad about.
That's ridiculous.
And it was a review. I wrote the review about Runaway Railway, and the only thing I said, the ride was just okay. I didn't say the ride was bad. I said just okay, and this elicited people to be, they don't like anything. They're always negative. You know, I am positive about plenty of things at Disney-operated parks that aren't in Japan. I love Mystic Manor. I think Hong Kong is a really charming park. I had a wonderful weekend at Disneyland. Disneyland is just, it's impossible to have a bad time there either, really. You really have to try very hard. When it comes down to it, and it's not because I live here, the Walt Disney World experience, I think, is so miserable compared to all the other ones. I think it's overcomplicated. The cast aren't really trained because they're mostly college programs. They don't stay for long, or they're just starting and they don't know what they're doing. Their training's bad. I just think everything about the Florida experience isn't fun. I think that's the problem. I think I go to all the other ones and I'm like, even for all their downfalls, like Paris isn't perfect. Paris has its problems, but I feel like I could look past it because it's like it's easy to do stuff. It's not overcrowded. The cast members are all really good at their jobs. Like, yeah, the rides are falling apart sometimes, and the second park is mostly not there. But I don't know what it is here. I just always feel like there's something to disappoint in Florida. I just feel like I'm always underwhelmed, and that's why everybody's always like, you hate Disney. But I don't know how you could look at anything going on here and be like, these people hate Disney. But
yeah, no, that's extreme. I mean, that's an extreme viewpoint, and obviously, but you give constructive criticism to you. Look, if you looked, I bet if we ever really audited the site and saw how much like rated things positive, I bet you it weighs more positive. But people harp on the negative because that's easier to look at and comment.
They like the narrative. I think there's a select number of people who think it's an easy narrative. They don't have to have the uncomfortable conversation of what are the weak points of Runaway Railway.
Yeah.
Because I think like the article is not just I don't like this, it's bad, and then me just like folding my arms. I think I go out of my way to explain here are the reasons why I don't like this attraction. Here are I think the problems that hold it back from being great. I feel we always present a valid argument. I don't think we just jump to conclusions. And honestly, like I thought I was gonna hate Runaway Railway. I don't hate Runaway Railway. I just think it's mediocre. But despite it replacing a great movie ride, I don't hate it. I don't think it's bad. I just think it's fine, which is more than I ever thought I was gonna feel about that attraction. I really thought. I thought I would legitimately despise it, and I don't.
Well, that's a plus. You're growing. You're growing. So, Tom, I am a little upset at something because I kind of always thought that I would know that I'm old when I start identifying with the Epcot Flower and Garden artists in the concert series more than the food and wine artists. And like I'm looking at the list, I'm like, oh, I want to go to all these concerts. And I'm like, wait a second, this is Flower and Garden. I saw Sister Hazel now moved from Food and Wine to Flower and Garden, and
they're on their retirement tour.
Yeah, I know. And
but Flower and Garden isn't specifically like a retirement thing anymore because it used to be Flower Power because it was all 60s.
Yeah.
But now it's Garden Rocks. It's whatever.
Yeah, kind of whatever. But I feel like it's shifted. Like
so the B acts are going to.
I wouldn't even say B acts. I would just say it's the older now it's like 80s and 90s in there, and so it's a little different. It's the age skews, and I'm starting to identify with more Flower and Garden concerts.
Well, Peebo crushed last night.
Yeah.
So
good.
Yeah, he crushed.
Good. Yeah. So.
Who are you going to see this year?
All of them, apparently.
I mean, there's a few. I don't remember.
Well, you always do Sister Hazel.
The big one was Sister Hazel. When I saw because they stopped going to the Food and Wine. I don't know. Maybe it was.
And Plain White Tees
got too expensive.
Plain White Tees switched.
They switched over to the Plain White Tees.
I mean, the song's literally "Hey There, Delilah." I mean,
yeah.
Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah.
That's mine.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Well, that's what you're angry about? You're angry that you're old?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's angry about this date of birth.
All right.
If his parents would have just waited a little bit.
I mean, yeah.
We're always negative, but I feel like sometimes we need to be positive.
Everything is better than ever now.
Do you want me to go first?
Whoever.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I could go first on this
Age
one.
before beauty.
Yeah.
That's why he's fully gray in that cartoon art.
Right?
No,
Come on.
No.
It's not that.
It's coming up.
You have a great salt and pepper.
Gray cartoon Nick's coming up in a few minutes.
He's got George Clooney hair.
All right. You know what I'm happy about?
What?
No more bread.
Excuse
me? We
me?
don't need it. It's a ridiculous concept for restaurants to serve bread before a meal. It goes back to hospitality, and then it goes back. I did some research. I did a Pete Carney. I did some research.
There you go.
It goes back to restaurant owners. Originally, everything was like a fixed price thing. You came in, you ate all you want for a fixed price. bread,
Try to fill
which
you
is
up.
first to fill you up.
Yep.
Yeah. And it fills you up. It's unnecessary.
It's
Put
not even
aside
old.
the bread.
It's still the thing. They still do that in restaurants. So
Oh,
they
yeah.
want you to
They want
leave
you-
with like still food where you're like,
There
wow,
are
this place filled me
several
up.
restaurants I go to for the bread.
And that's fine. Order the bread. They could have specialty bread that you say, give me the bread.
Yeah.
But don't just...
Ale and Compass, Sebastian's Bistro.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm not arguing against bread. I'll do bread service. There's certain breads
Cornbread
I'll do.
and
Cornbread,
Boatwrights.
Love it. But don't put like bread on the table and have me. Let's get rid of that tradition. Let's.
So you want the
wipe it
cornbread
out.
gone from Boatwrights?
I don't want it gone. I want you to be able to order it. You can order it. Let's tack it on. Yeah, give me some bread.
Do you have to charge for it then?
Sure.
Or there are restaurants that actually ask, would your table like bread to start the meal?
That's fine. I'm not against them asking.
Let's do that.
That's the
But you're saying you just want the bread
Well,
gone.
I'm saying bread is not healthy. It's not. It fills you up from getting to your main meal. If
And
they
a lot of
have-
it does get wasted. The
It
bread that
does.
sits on the table, they
Yeah,
have to
it's
throw
fair.
out.
Ridiculous.
So if they asked, they probably would
Ask.
save half the bread and still make everyone happy. It's a good point.
I'd pay an extra couple of bucks for good bread that I enjoy that I go to a restaurant for. So there you go.
All right.
All right.
I liked something in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, which I supposedly hate.
Oh.
I liked
despise
the green milk bread pudding.
That's ridiculous. I gotta try it.
It does kind of taste like the green milk, which I do not like.
Love the green milk.
But I feel like it works with the bread pudding.
All right.
I thought it was really great. I thought it was a great breakfast item. It was a nice size. I felt fulfilled after I had it. Good flavor. It's fun. That's what I thought the land was missing. Like they had a really good food lineup, but there was nothing. There was no like sweet outdoor food because there was the popcorn, which was what was the popcorn like? It was kind of spicy and.
Wait, I love the popcorn.
I like the popcorn.
Oh,
I'm saying there was no like sweet stuff outside.
Oh, yeah.
It was a lot of salty like walking food, like the Ronto wrap and pork grinds and that kind of stuff. There was no like walk around dessert item.
Right.
I like the bread pudding. I'm a fan.
Oh,
but, you know,
I mean,
don't
I
like
hope they
anything.
eventually give us like blue milk ice cream and stuff like that.
Oh, I'd love
That'd
that.
be fantastic.
That would be really great. But it might just taste like the milk then. That's scary.
I'm sure they probably tried that, right? They had to have tried. But it's not actual dairy, so it's
Did they
hard.
actually try the green or blue milk
But
before
it's
they
not
put it
actually
out? I
dairy,
don't
so
know.
you can't really do ice cream because it's not real dairy. It's like
Yeah, that's fair. But I mean, they can certainly do something with the flavoring, I'm sure, with ice cream.
Yeah, you're right.
There you go. All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, Liquid Magic, the premiere of the segment with Pete and Nick in just a few moments.
Yeah, there's ice too. I was thinking 2 on the drink.
When it comes to your happily ever after, we all agree that a Disney fairy tale wedding is the most magical one of all. It's too bad that Disney charges upwards of $1 trillion just to let you get married even close to a theme park. If you don't have that kind of money at your disposal and you're looking to get hitched at the vacation kingdom of the world, then call us at Unofficial Disney Fairy Tale Weddings. We comb through every available space at the Walt Disney World Resort to find empty, vacant, or unsupervised spots in which to perform your wedding ceremony. Our most popular venues include Impressions de France, the Quiet Pool at Caribbean Beach, Uno de Cinquenta at Disney Springs, the Dark Part of the People Mover, Spice Road Table, and more.
How about Cinderella Castle?
What, do you want us to get caught?
So these are not authorized?
What do you think unofficial means? Anyway, just listen to these testimonials.
My wife and I love Splash Mountain, so we were told to book our fast passes for 7 a.m. Not only did we have the whole ride to ourselves,
because nobody wants to ride a log flume at sunrise,
but we had plenty of time to complete the ceremony after the cast member held our log at the top of the drop hill for over an hour.
They didn't hold it. The agent pretended to get out, so they stopped the ride.
We also now conduct ceremonies in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Get hitched in the queue for Rise of the Resistance and have your reception there too. Each of your attendees will receive bottled water and Lay's potato chips at no additional charge. After your reception, get aboard a luxurious Walt Disney World motor coach and get whisked back to your all-star music honeymoon suite. Call today for pricing, availability, and more information. Unofficial Disney Fairy Tale Weddings. It's a Disney wedding for non-billionaires.
My husband gave me a workout bike for Christmas, and after I was done punching him, I realized I'm just not motivated to use it. I'd rather watch the Tim Tracker in his expensive sweater on YouTube and eat Stitch-branded Mike and Ike's.
Perhaps you need the first exercise bike made for Disney fans, the Peloton Wonder, modeled after the Wonder Cycles from Epcot's Wonders of Life Pavilion. The Peloton Wonder evokes the rad vibes of the 1980s while encouraging users to burn calories using its revolutionary touchscreen displays.
Touchscreens aren't revolutionary anymore.
Use the touchscreen to pick from 3 courses to bike through. The Micro Course, where you're shrunk into the size of an ant. The Disneyland Course, where, as you might imagine, you pedal through the happiest place on Earth. And of course, through the Rose Bowl Parade. Imagineers were lazy and only filmed things in Los Angeles.
I'm trying to bike through Disneyland now, but people keep getting in the way.
Just hit them! Move those legs faster!
You can also turn on the trainer function on each course to get the motivation you need to finish.
Let's take this hill, come on!
That's the Matterhorn. It's not a hill.
You can do it! Believe in yourself! Climb the mountain!
In a bike?
The Peloton Wonder is even endorsed by a famous celebrity.
Hello, I'm Tom Corliss from WDWNT.com, and I use the Peloton Wonder in my exercise. And to forget what they did to Epcot. Is that it? Do I get my check now? Because Twitter's totally right and I just want the money.
It's here, the ride of your life, the Peloton Wonder. Get yours for $2,577 or with a monthly payment plan starting at just $89 from Peloton, a division of MET.
Do you like to hold a basketball? Do you like to dribble a basketball? Do you like to shoot a basketball? Well then, come on and slam and welcome to the NBA Experience, Disney's newest offering in very specific niche entertainment. The NBA Experience, the only place where you can pay to answer basketball trivia and get your photo with a wax figure of NBA Commissioner Adam Silver. Yes, the Adam Silver. Think that's all there is? Well, we're just heating up. Have you ever wanted to play basketball on an officially NBA-branded court that wasn't actually regulation size? Have you ever wanted to shoot foam basketballs from a slingshot like a friggin' Angry Bird? Yes? Then why are you not here yet? Branded by TripAdvisor as just like the NBA, but for fat old tourists. It's the NBA Experience, and because we want everyone to enjoy, we've got discounts and savings for you. Are you a breathing person? Discount! Have you entered our building? Another discount! Plus, even more savings if you're a cast member, annual pass holder, DVC member, Disney Visa card holder, or heck, have Tables of Wonderland. Why not? Make your way from downtown to the NBA Experience at Disney Springs. And coming soon, 2 new experiences full of razzle-dazzle you won't want to miss. First, we'll see how fast you can clean a basketball court in Broom Shakalaka. Sweep like never before. And don't miss our upcoming meet and greets with NBA-themed Disney characters, including Captain Shaq Sparrow, Orange Larry Bird, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. The NBA Experience. It's here, so you may as well check it out. Only at Disney Springs.
Liquid magic, and it's better than any band.
Welcome to Liquid Magic with Nick and Pete.
We are very excited, and we thought since it's the first segment, we would start at the first resort at Walt Disney World Resort, the Contemporary. Should we go inside?
Go inside,
Let's
come
go
on.
have some drinks. Let's go. All right, so we are trying our first signature cocktail here at the Wave. This is the Forever Young. What is in this one?
Tito's handmade vodka. Oh, I have to pronounce this. Sibilia Acai.
Acai, I
There you
believe.
go.
I believe.
It's healthy for you, right?
Yeah,
I think
that's
that's
good
a
for you.
superfood.
Makes us young.
It's a liqueur.
It's a liqueur.
Yep. Muddled blueberries, pure cane sugar, and fresh lemon juice.
All right, you want to do the honors first?
Oh, yeah, I'd love to. Bottoms up. Ooh, very blueberry.
Okay. Like it's too sweet?
No, but you know what? I don't think I'm totally into that. Something,
Oh.
what is it?
You know what this tastes like?
I don't think the combination works for me.
No, this tastes like a shot you would do in college. Like this tastes almost.
This was,
What?
tastes like medicine, like a little bit. Like,
It does. It's almost like a little bit like a Swedish fish shot. You ever have a Swedish fish shot?
Yeah.
I think it tastes like that a little bit. There's like a candied
There is a candied
taste to it. And it could be the blueberries mixed with the lemon maybe, or that acai liqueur.
Either way, I think we can improve upon this.
I think so too. Look at this, Nick.
It's glowing. That means it's good.
Oh, baby, we are gonna have fun with this. I can't wait to do this at the same time, but let's find out what this is. This is unique to just the Wave.
Right. This is a Seven Seas Lagoon shared cocktail.
Ooh, all right.
You and I are going to share
Into
this
that.
thing. Sky Vodka, Parrot Bay Coconut Rum, Blue Curaçao. I always forget that
Curacao?
one. Curacao, thank you. I shouldn't be the one reading this.
Oh, come on, it's more fun with you doing it.
Agave nectar, pineapple juice, fresh lime juice, topped with fruit boba and gummy fish.
I am excited
Go
about
bobbing
this.
for gummy fish.
Oh, baby. All right. We're doing the same time?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Here we go.
Wow.
That's better than I thought it would be.
I actually really like that. That's very.
Yeah.
It's liquid candy.
That is really good, but it's not like too sweet. Like you
No.
still get some of the alcohol, but it's not overly sweet. I thought it was gonna be like fruit juice in your face.
No.
That's well balanced drink.
Blended.
I like this.
Yeah, it's much. Yeah, I think it glows.
I like this. And it
Glows
glows, and you
as
get Swedish fish. You get the glow light cube at the bottom, I guess, when you're done. I like this
So
a
we're
lot.
gonna make this?
Yeah, we're gonna make this. Let's make it. I'm gonna do another shot of us drinking this. Let's just do this. Nick, you didn't finish the drink here.
You gonna make me eat those fish?
The drink is not complete until the drink is complete.
I'm not drunk enough to stick my head in here.
I don't know if their head would fit in there. You got it.
Get one of those. Can I just stick my fingers in
Yeah,
there?
go
You
ahead.
don't
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that?
we're good. We're
Alright.
fine. I'm gonna go for this green one. I've never seen a green
Oh, they
one.
look disgusting now. They've been sitting too long in that.
All right, well, cheers.
With magic, and it's better than any band. Join in.
Yeah, it worked!
Oh, yeah!
All right.
All right.
Let's teach these guys how to make those drinks.
So
This segment's great when someone edits the video.
we're gonna start with Forever Young.
Yeah, let's do the Forever Young first.
All
We'll
right.
finish with the Seven Seas Lagoon.
All right, sounds good.
All right.
It's
All
late.
right, so we're
You
gonna
got a
get the
shaker here.
shaker.
You gotta. We'll take this one out.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
First thing you want to start with?
Vodka.
Vodka, of course.
Vodka.
Tito's, that's what Disney uses.
So we measuring here? Pete, we got to measure.
Yeah, so if you just do bartender rules, you're gonna go 2 count. It's a 2 count.
1, 2.
Well, you're gonna need more than that for that.
More?
Yeah.
More?
It's like when you're camping.
1, 2.
All right, that's fine.
Nick just drank it straight
How much
last
are you making for the whole
week.
thing? No, here's what we're gonna do.
I want some.
Yeah, and you know what they say? For good luck.
For good luck.
Okay.
I think that was a lot.
All right.
So this
No,
is
we're-
already inaccurate.
Which ones you get in place? All right. So we should say
No, we got, yeah.
that at the Wave they use a acai liqueur.
Yes.
That's almost impossible to find.
Really
and
is.
we really didn't like the flavor too much. We thought it was a little bit cough syrupy.
Yeah,
so
it
we
tastes like
wanted just to give it a
medicine.
little bit more sweetness. So you made the executive decision to switch to the black raspberry, which I think is going to be awesome. So let's go ahead and load it up. We want to do
So,
equal parts. Equal parts.
So, glug, 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 glug.
It's liquid magic.
I love it.
Glug.
All right.
We don't want it overpowering with the.
Yes,
All right, a
yes.
splash of lemon.
Lemon. So what I'm going to do is a splash. We'll do, what you could do is just do a little squeeze. Just splash. Boom. Done.
Yep. The pump of agave.
All right,
Yes.
some
Do we
agave
have that?
at home.
Oh, we have it.
I brought some agave.
You
of
guys
course.
have agave?
I have some at home.
That's so progressive.
No doubt. This is basically like what my house looks like. All right, just a little bit.
Do you have a black curtain in your house?
That was
It's fine. Most of it sticks to the bottom.
That was sugary.
All right. And then we're going to muddle some blueberries. Let's muddle some blueberry.
Is this a muddler?
That's a muddler, yes.
I have one of these. I didn't know what it was for.
Yeah, it's a muddler.
Watch out, those blueberries can blow up a train.
So you just muddle them up right in there, yeah.
Also, a moonshine still on Chickapin Hill.
Muddle blueberry looks terrible, but
like that?
I think it adds
looks
a nice flavor, yeah.
horrible.
Look at that.
I don't
And then
want
once
that.
that's done, so what you're going to do is, instead of pouring that in there, since this
We're just gonna,
we could do this. Yeah, boom. And then, oh, we don't have the actual.
Yeah, it doesn't
this
fit.
is not gonna fit.
We need Regis.
Don't force it.
All right, Nick, easy.
No.
Oh, we
God.
Oh my
no.
God.
No.
Oh, you don't think it's gonna
Not
work?
my rugs.
Come on, like I was ever nervous. Look, no look. Oh, jeez. Come on.
Welcome to Drinks with Savants. Welcome to Drinks.
All right, let's do this. Let's throw it back
Put
in
it back
there.
in there, and then yeah.
Boom. All right. Are we ready for this, bad
Yeah,
boy?
that was all. That was it.
That's it. Oh yeah, this is a martini style drink, so there's no real other mix there. Like
Right.
there's no seltzer or anything else. So this is why it's very strong.
Bro, you put it in a clean cup, bro.
Oh, all right. I'm sorry.
Go for it.
I forgot we had fancy martini.
You have a
Presentation's
martini
all
glass.
about-
I forgot we had one.
All about
An
An
oversized martini glass.
This is why I said more parts. And you were like, "That's too much." Look at this, how sad this came
I
out.
don't think we have enough to share.
That
make
looks
more.
like
Hold
a
on,
real
hold on.
Disney drink now.
Okay,
First of
try
all,
it.
we also
It's only
forgot.
halfway
Fill
filled.
the rest with water.
I don't think there should
No,
be.
let's chill it a little bit
Okay.
What? I
because
feel
that's
like
also not chilled. Let's do a fast version.
All right, you got that.
Ready? Let's do same time.
Yeah, same time.
timesies?
Same thing.
Oh my god.
Whee! Okay. A little pumpy pump. Boom, boom.
Oh, I need some of these.
Muddle some blueberries.
why
There
are
we
doing
go.
this fast?
I feel like we could open up a bar. This
This is at the pace of
Oh,
Runaway Railway
jeez.
now.
Blueberries everywhere.
Is,
Oh, a little bit of lemon.
Marty, I'm scared.
It honestly, so we,
Muddle.
Why is
as
there
you heard,
show
we didn't like this
overtime?
drink, but why not?
I want
I
to
feel
go
like
to
we're
bed.
good, right?
Pour that in
We
there.
should do like an ASMR of muddling blueberries.
Calm down
What
there.
has
Calm down there.
happened?
It looks so bad.
We may have. First of all,
There you
to be
go, the
fair,
Knott's Berry
we
Farm
didn't
Boysenberry
really like
Punch.
this to begin with.
Oh my
Right, let me
god.
just try it. There we go.
Can I try that, or should I wait?
Well, let's even out because now this is chilled at least.
Oh yeah.
All right.
No, that's good stuff.
It's so chunky.
To be honest,
It won't be chunky once it
Yeah,
gets
we
strained.
strain it. We
It's
gotta strain
strained.
it.
Look at that.
It still looks chunky.
to be fair, we both did not like this drink, so don't expect.
So we
much.
decided, let's start with it.
That's because we're finishing on a high note with the Seven Seas Lagoon.
Guys,
Yeah.
you don't have to fill a martini glass that high.
When we're both drinking it and we're sharing it. All right, let's go. Are you ready?
Yeah, yeah.
Go ahead, you do the honors.
Forever young.
Forever young. Is it better or worse than the one that we had there?
It's liquid magic.
All right,
Better.
Better? All right.
Yeah.
Am I that
It
much
is
taller
definitely-
than Pete? I've never realized.
It is that much
I'm
better.
off the camera.
Yeah, well, you're what, 6'2"?
I don't know.
Well, I'm 5'11" and a half.
I don't think I like muddled blueberries in drink.
No, it tastes like cough syrup
Yeah.
or medicine.
Blueberry.
It's NyQuil.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what it
It's
tastes like.
blueberry NyQuil.
But that's what you get at the Forever Young. So to be honest, I kind of think we nailed it and maybe improved.
No, we really did.
We did nail it exactly. I'm proud of us.
kids at home, just drink
This
NyQuil.
is the
It's
fun
fine.
part.
I mean, I already do, so.
Let's do the one we actually enjoyed.
All right.
So we're moving on to the Seven Seas Lagoon. Now this is a lot of ingredients.
Good, we have plenty of time.
Wait, are we dumping it right in there?
What?
Does it go right in there?
Well, I don't know. No, we do it. I think we're doing it in here.
First.
Yeah, we'll give this a little rinse.
Bro, clean the
Give it a little
blueberry,
rinse.
please.
Because that's going to be blueberry.
Does it go right in the big gulp?
We're gonna just we're gonna fill with soda, just to fill. Little bartending trick. All right. So anyway, go ahead. You start explaining. I'll clean.
Well, it's 1 part vodka.
Okay. Well, remember you're
The
doing
key to
enough.
every Disney drink is it has taquitos in it.
You're doing enough.
1 part coconut rum. But should I pour it right in there? Right there.
I would say right here so they can
Alright.
see what you're doing. I'm gonna clean this
so
off.
we're
to the
gonna do
side
some. We're gonna do 1 part vodka. 1, 2,
But
3,
enough for that bowl.
4, 5,
Yeah.
6, 7.
There you go. 7 counts. Remember, you're doing 7 counts
Alright.
there.
A little bit of coconut rum.
7.
1,
Yep,
2,
7.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Excellent. Excellent work.
And then equal parts blue Curaçao.
Curacao. It's blue
Curacao.
Curacao.
How many parts Mary Menagerie?
Wait, this is equal? I thought it was a half.
What did you say earlier?
It's equal?
Acai?
Acai?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
That's
6, 7. I
7.
think that's way too much, but that's fine.
La Chum?
We're gonna want more vodka in Malibu. But anyway, what else do we have? Oh, the pineapple juice is in the fridge. Hold on. Colleen, can we grab the pineapple juice? We totally forgot the pineapple
I'll
juice.
stall. Oh,
All right, so what else do we have? Hold on.
Splash of lime.
A splash
Got
of
that?
lime. All right, well, here we go. We got that.
Splash
Pete,
it in
did
there.
you disinfect your hands?
From the last drink. I washed before this segment.
It's all right. He's been muddled.
I've been muddled. All right, we got lime. A
agave.
splash of agave. Yes, yes.
Throw it
yes.
in there.
Or Nick would say agave.
Agave.
Agave, please.
Look at that.
You're
It's
that.
liquid
And
magic.
then well, Phil. So
Well, also
we'll
soda
probably
too,
just,
right?
Yeah. So I think we wait.
Yeah, I think we'll just do a splash of soda, pineapple
No,
here.
He wasn't
We're
pouring
filling with
yet.
soda, no?
No. Just Phil. Pineapple.
Just hit the X on them.
We're gonna do a little more here.
It's like a whole song.
All right.
All right. So yeah, I got it.
Here we go. All right, so we're ready to do this. I think this is gonna be the
I
easiest
think
way
you
to do
just
it.
go. Yeah.
It's the right color. Oh, it's a party. It's liquid magic. This actually looks just like the drink too. Like,
Oh my god.
All right.
This
Are we
is
ready?
the starting
Wow.
phase of GAC, I believe.
That's a good color.
it's a great color.
This
We
is
got
so
it.
We got it.
chaotic.
All
Nailed
right.
this.
So here we go. We're gonna go right into. We've
Yeah,
set
go
up
right
our,
in.
our ball. You have to do the finishing touches.
Oh,
over
I
there,
will.
though.
I will.
Yours
oh,
looks a little
look at
dark.
that.
Look at that. Oh, baby. And then what you do is you
Fill it.
with some club soda or seltzer, which is fine.
Yep.
It's liquid magic.
Do we want any more pineapple, or are we good?
Look at that.
Look at that.
It's like a real lagoon. All right.
All right.
And now.
But it's not a real lagoon until
gotta
some
add-
fishies are swimming in it.
no.
Let's
Make
go
'em
in there.
swim.
Come on, guys.
Swim.
Get in there.
Swim.
You guys can do
You
it.
think you can
I
do
believe
these
in
things?
you.
Yes.
All right.
You think
All
you can
right.
do these
And
things?
now-
Pick it up.
But you can't.
Do it.
No, I was joking. Please don't.
Here we go.
It's liquid magic.
It's really.
That's good.
You know what?
We nailed it.
We
oh
did.
my God, we
We did.
nailed it.
That's good.
All right, let's get some samples. Hold on. We're
guys-
doing this like punch style.
Yeah, punch style.
Slippery when wet.
Ruin my carpet.
We'll take 6
You know
more.
what?
We'll pour it on the next commercial break. I'll pour it out.
It's good, but it's a little too club soda-y.
So we should. Okay.
It's heavy on the clubs. It's diluted.
Not anymore.
Some of us work here.
Fools! You fools!
Imagine something shirt. Look at that.
All right.
Done. Seven Seas Lagoon.
Well, the Colleen only shows up when there's a drink.
There you go. Let's see if it's better. Hold on,
She's a
where's do I have a
bee.
cup?
She's not even.
Was it still 2?
Yeah, it's not bad.
That's better. We
Oh.
gave it some life.
Curaçao.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's much better.
Yeah.
It needed. We didn't do
What
enough.
did it need?
Malibu and Tito's.
Just
It
more.
just tasted like juice.
Just
Yeah.
more.
Here, get rid of this.
Yeah.
He was about to pour it in further.
I was like, oh, this is
saw
my
that.
house. We don't waste. Because you know how to make Tom's better?
Oh my.
This is the drink now.
Yeah, there it is.
This is the 7 Seas, yeah. So if you somehow have followed this at home, congratulations.
I don't know if I can get a fishy.
There you go.
Come here, fishy.
What is in it? Why are there particles?
It's the Swedish fish, baby.
No, it's like seeds.
Well, it's the seeds of life.
Why are the muddled blueberries?
The
in this?
fish has tadpoles.
Yeah.
Come on, you can do it.
There's like tahini in this. What did you do?
Oh, it's a secret ingredient. Don't tell everyone at home. All right, take that with you.
There's
It's yours for
stuff
life.
in it. I don't want it.
Don't waste. Not in my
There's
house.
floaters. I didn't want one with floaters. All right, Nick. Let's go
Thank you.
We're gonna go to commercial break.
Mine has no floaters.
We're gonna mop this
Good
up.
job, Pete.
Hey, great work, Nick.
I
think we have to do this again.
We have the dream sequence. This was the nightmare sequence, but the dream sequence
What?
is up next. We come back with more tonight.
Cheers.
Don't give me one with seeds.
Sivako.
Make me a fresh one.
We'll give you a freshie.
na utukufu hata milele. Amina. Kwa kuwa ufalme wako na nguvu na utukufu hata milele.
I was stuck on the Disney Skyliner for 3 hours. I had to pee in a bag. Even worse, my phone died and I had to talk to my family. The law offices of Gon and Dola got me the Disney gift cards I deserved. Thanks, Gon and Dola.
Were you stuck on the Disney Skyliner during unexpected downtime and majorly inconvenienced? Get the compensation you deserve. Call 1-777-777-7777 for the law offices of Gon and Dola.
Hello, I'm Bud G. Gon.
And I'm Roz Dola.
We've gotten Skyliner malfunction victims the Disney gift cards they deserve.
We've won cases for $100, $200, even $400 Disney gift cards.
Still no lifetime passes, though.
Well, you don't want to even know what has to happen to get one of those.
So call today and breathe easy knowing you have more money to give the company that trapped you in a glass box in the sky.
Gon and Dola also handle Skyliner Emergency Kit wrongful accusation cases. Call 1-777-777-7777 to get the gift cards Disney owes to you.
I was stuck in line for Flight of Passage for 3 hours, and then a man peed on my leg. The law offices of Gon and Dola got me the free, clean Disney Parks branded clothing I deserved. Thanks, Gon and Dola.
Were you urinated on while waiting in line for a ride? Get the compensation you deserve. Call 1-777-777-7777 for the law offices of Gon and Dola.
Hello, I'm Bud G. Gon.
And I'm Roz Dola.
We've gotten theme park pee victims the clean, Disney Parks branded clothing they deserve.
We've won cases for clean Space Mountain sweatpants, clean 12 Days of Socks boxes, and even clean 2019 dated hoodies. We've also gotten Disney to build themed restrooms in queues.
Bob Chapek just wanted to give guests bags to pee in, and we said, no way, sir.
So call today and breathe easy, knowing you won't have to pay to replace your pee-soaked clothes.
Gon and Dola also handle podcast discrimination and Twitter libel cases. Call 1-777-777-7777 to get the justice and clean clothes you deserve.
Ugh, my kids made me ride that Mission to Mars thing at Epcot. It's Mission Space, Mom. Quiet, honey. Mommy's talking. Then I got sick and threw up all over myself because we had just eaten at the Electric Umbrella. The law offices of Gon and Dola got me the clean, Disney-branded clothing and Disney gift cards I deserved. Thanks, Gon and Dola.
Were you made sick and forced to vomit by Mission Space at Epcot? Get the compensation you deserve. Call 1-777-777-7777 for the law offices of Gon and Dola.
Hello, I'm Bud G. Gon.
And I'm Roz Dola.
Don't worry if you didn't read all 257 warning signs outside of the ride. We'll still win you the clean clothes and Disney gift cards you deserve.
We've won cases for $50, $100, and $150, plus that one remaining Mission Space t-shirt sold in the exit gift shop.
They still have exclusive merchandise?
Not by the time we're through with them.
So call today and breathe easy knowing you won't have to pay for not being mindful of what you're writing.
It doesn't even matter. She threw up on the green version.
Gone and Dola also handle Space Mountain back injury claims and Rise of the Resistance boarding group deletion cases. Call 1-777-777-7777 to get the justice and free X2 deep space rocket toy you deserve.
Welcome back to WDW News Tonight. We are live on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, WWNtunes.com, wherever you're joining us. Thank you for joining us. Coming up on the show next week, the madness begins. Next week is the start of our annual March Madness tournament. Nick, you put up the calendar if you want.
Yep, sorry. I thought we were doing
no,
something
I did the wrong thing. You want me to do that? I can do it real quick.
Oh, God.
I almost forgot.
Yep.
Can I go back to it?
Got it. Yep.
I almost forgot, but first we need to talk about the incorrect fact of the week. Of course, the incorrect Disney Parks fact of the week is with the opening of Mickey Minnie's Runaway Railway. Anything that moves can now be considered an animatronic. Oh. That one got a groan. Should have just skipped it. All right, coming up on the show next week. Coming up next week, it is the start of our annual March Madness tournament. This year, it is a tournament of 64 never-built Disney theme park attractions. If you're unfamiliar with these, there will be a post probably on Tuesday of next week that'll give you a little information and some concept art of all 64. You can familiarize yourself with them. Nick, when are we doing sign-ups?
After tonight's show?
Yeah.
But not like right after tonight's show.
No, of course not.
Stay tuned to the site.
Monday.
Stay tuned to the site the next few days. There will be information on signing up, so you can play along.
We meticulously planned to launch on Monday-ish.
Yes.
Yeah. So be on the lookout Monday for sign-ups. Tuesday, that post that'll familiarize you with all 64. Park Center next week, they're going to talk at length about all 64 of those unbuilt attractions. But next week, it begins. A panel of 9 will decide what is the greatest unbuilt attraction in the history of the Disney parks. It is 3 weeks long, so March 12th, March 19th, March 26th. Also next week, a recap of the dating game. They went on a date. We were supposed to do it this week, but we are way over time. On March 19th, we also have Bad Orlando Billboards. On March 26th is also Cornac the Magnificent stopping by. And then on April 2nd, we are here with Tony's Town Squares and more. Tickets available at WDWNewsTonight.com. Pete, who brings us WDW News Tonight each and every week?
Tonight is Never Grow Up Vacations bringing us the segment. They are an authorized Disney vacation planner. They are travel professionals that can help you customize a Disney vacation that is right just for you, your family, and your budget. If you love Disney vacations as much as we all do, then prepare to experience a once-in-a-lifetime trip to Walt Disney World, Disneyland, Tom's favorite, Tokyo Disney, or aboard the Disney Cruise Line. Please use Never Grow Up Vacations and visit them online at nevergrowupvacations.com.
Thank you, Pete. Nick, do we have the graphic for Back to the Future? We have that? Do we not?
Yes.
We do.
No,
maybe? I don't know. Either way, quick programming note. This Sunday was supposed to be another edition of our Back to the Future Live, the Indiana Jones Adventure. That is moving. We've got a bunch of stuff going on this weekend. It is moving to next Friday. I don't have that date in front of me. What is next Friday?
13th.
Oh, yeah, Friday the 13th. Yeah, the show works great on normal days. Friday the 13th at 9 o'clock p.m. Friday the 13th, 9 o'clock p.m., the complete history of the Indiana Jones Adventure from Anaheim to Tokyo. Make sure you join us for that. Of course, if you missed Space Mountain, it's right here on our YouTube channel, all 3 hours of that. So, all right, Nick, I think it's time. Do you have our contestants ready?
We do.
All right.
We do have our contestants ready for WDWNT, The Dream Sequence. Woo! Oh, I wasn't supposed to put that in the air. Thank you, Jason. All right, well, let's meet our 3 contestants. We're going to start off with Andrea. Andrea, good evening to you. How you doing? We'll make sure you're on the air.
You make sure we can hear her, hopefully.
Yep.
We're working on it.
Andrea.
Hi, Andrea.
There we go.
How you doing, Andrea?
I like
Good. How are you guys tonight?
I like your outfit.
Thank you. I made it.
Wow, that's super cool.
Oh, that's fantastic. For the show tonight, like to be on the Dream Sequence?
No, I made it last year, but it's one of my favorites.
It looks better than the carpet at Ohana.
Love it. All right. All right, and our second contestant tonight is Spencer. Good evening, Spencer.
Howdy, partners.
Thanks for joining us for the dream sequence. And lastly, we do have Nick. Maybe.
No.
Can we?
There he
Can we
is.
hear you, Nick?
I think he's frozen.
Oh.
Oh.
There
There
you
we
are.
Oh, there we go.
How you doing, Nick?
Good, how are you?
Great. Thanks for joining us on the dream sequence tonight. All right, so
Thank you.
we're going to give you a little primer on how to play the dream sequence. We have you all on video. We don't have, obviously, buzzers for you to buzz in. So
Check your mailbox right now.
Right. It's coming to you.
No, I'm joking. Please
so the
don't.
way we do it, if you've never seen us play the dream sequence before,
Jeopardy.
is we have you buzz in with your hand. Now, I am going to be judging who raises their hand first. So the most obvious you can make your hand coming up and covering your camera, I'm going to be able to see you easier. So the first one to buzz in by raising their hand and basically covering up their camera lens, that will help me see who is buzzing in first. All right? Does that make sense to everybody? Excellent.
Yep.
Gonna say yes?
Yep.
All right, great.
And of course,
So-
the game works very similarly to a television game show.
So, yeah, and so it works very similarly to Jeopardy, right?
Yeah.
Coincidentally, yeah.
It's somewhat similar, yeah.
So, Tom's going to ask a question. You're going to, or a statement, I guess is how it's phrased. I don't know, question, comment,
yeah, they have to answer in the form of a
Tom's
question.
going to read the answer. You're going to have to answer in the form of a question, all right? So make sure you do that as well. I think that's it, right?
It's pretty
Get faster.
straightforward, yeah.
All right, so Jason, why don't you go ahead and bring up the game board?
Let's reveal the first round of the dream sequence. Maybe. There, well, it's coming. And the categories for the first round of the dream sequence are All Aboard, Meet and Greet with the Mouse, Locomotive, Hidden Mickeys, the Fab Five in the Parks, and Mousecellaneous. Of course, tonight, all themed to Mickey, Minnie, and trains, as you might guess, because tonight is our Runaway Railway show.
And
Jason is now going to enter your names live on the air.
And while he's doing that, let me just say, for Meet and Greet with the Mouse, we're going to give you a park. You give us the Meet and Greet location for Mickey within that park. And for Hidden Mickeys, we're going to show you a hidden Mickey. You tell us where it is located.
Of course, please wait to raise your hands until I have finished reading the answer. If you buzz in early, it does not count. I have to be completely done with it.
That is correct.
All right, Nick, who's starting us off?
We're going to start off with Andrea.
Andrea, where would you like to begin?
How about Hidden Mickeys for 200?
Hidden Mickeys for 200. A Mickey-shaped continent appears on the planet Polis Prime, which is found in the queue of this Magic Kingdom attraction.
Spencer.
What does Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger spin?
That's correct. You have control of the board. Go ahead.
I will take Meet and Greet with the Mouse for 300.
300. Hollywood Studios.
Spencer.
What is... What is... never mind.
Oh, we're out of time.
Got the time, yeah.
Anyone else?
Was thinking about it.
Anyone else can buzz in now?
Yep.
No one?
Oh, yep, Nick.
Nick.
What is...
You only have to buzz in if
Don't
you
know.
think you know. You
No,
don't have to buzz in otherwise. No?
Okay.
Okay.
Did Nick actually give a guess? Because he might have broken up there.
Oh, did he give a guess? We just didn't hear it.
Nick?
No, he started to, and you got it buzzed right over him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I started giving a guess, and I heard the
Okay.
buzzer.
Okay. No, Andrew. All right. We're looking for either Commissary Lane or Red Carpet Dreams. Would have accepted either one of those. Who has control?
Okay.
Nick.
Spencer. I believe
Spencer.
Spencer
Yeah,
still
Spencer
has
still has
yeah.
control.
Yeah.
Okay. I will take, let's try meet and greet with the mouse again for 4.
Epcot.
Spencer.
What is Epcot Character Zone?
No. Looking for current meet and greet
Andrea.
locations.
I was going to say Epcot Character Center.
Nope. No.
No.
Well, that would have been the Epcot character spot, but where he meets currently, the Disney and Pixar Short Film Festival. In the queue of that.
That's right. That's right.
Spencer, you still have control.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go big or go home. Let's try Hidden Mickeys for 5.
Hidden Mickeys for 5. At the Magic Kingdom's Fairy Tale Gardens, guests may spot a hidden Mickey on an axe as they meet this brave Disney princess.
Andrea.
Miranda.
Yep, that's correct. You have control. Go ahead.
Andrea.
Andrea.
Andrea. Curacao. Andrea, go ahead.
The Fab Five for 200.
Fab 5, 200. Stop laughing, Jessica. Panchito and Jose Carioca fly on a magic serape through Mexico to search for Donald Duck in this Epcot boat ride.
Spencer.
What is the Grand Fiesta Tour?
I need the full name.
With starring the 3 Caballeros.
That's correct. This is a serious game.
I know, I love
Big
it.
core bucks, baby. Spencer, go ahead.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, man. I will take the Fab 5 in the parks for 100.
Fab 5 for 100. Despite it being called Mickey's Filler Magic, it's actually this character who's the attraction's protagonist as he gets launched on a journey through Disney animated films.
Andrea.
Donald. Donald Duck. Woohoo is Donald Duck.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, form of a question. I always forget to. Andrea, go ahead.
All aboard for 300, please.
All aboard for how much? 200? Yep.
That'll work.
No.
300 is right.
We got 300. The Fantasyland station of the Walt Disney World Railroad opened on March 12, 2012, replacing the station in this former Magic Kingdom land.
Spencer.
What is Mickey's Toontown?
I need the full name.
Ooh.
That's tough.
What is Mickey's Toontown Fair?
You got it.
Oh.
Okay. I will take All Aboard for 2.
This wildest ride in the wilderness opened at the Magic Kingdom in 1980, a year after it premiered at Disneyland.
Spencer.
What is Big Thunder Mountain Railroad?
Correct.
It's the wildest ride
In the wilderness. I will take, let's be fun. I'll take Mousellanius for 1.
Forever Let Us Hold Our Banner High. The all-new version of this Disney television staple was filmed at the Disney MGM Studios from 1989 to 1994.
Spencer.
What is the Mickey Mouse Club?
You got it.
I should let Andrea have a chance.
That's not how that's not how Jeopardy / the Dream Sequence works.
That's true.
That's
Sorry,
okay. I've
Andrea.
got a cat trying to bite me as I try to wave the camera. So yeah.
True, true. I will take, let's do Hidden Mickeys for 3.
A Mickey Nutcracker rests on the mantle of this attraction's Christmas scene.
Spencer.
What is the Carousel of Progress?
That's correct.
All right. What else do we have? I will do Meet and Greet with the Mouse for 1.
The Magic Kingdom.
Spencer.
What is the Town Square Theater?
That's where it's at.
Let's try Locomotive for 300.
In Muppet Vision 3D, this projectionist decides to deal with Waldo by bringing out a cannon, leading to a finale that truly brings down the house.
Spencer.
Who is the Swedish Chef?
That's correct.
Woo. Spencer.
What? Somebody stop me. Let's go Hidden Mickeys for 1.
At this Epcot attraction, guests can see fireworks form a hidden Mickey with Spaceship Earth. Here's a clue, it's not Spaceship Earth.
Andrea, I can't give it to you. You were kept buzzing in before the question was done.
Oh, you forgot.
Spencer.
Not great work.
What is soaring around the world?
You got it.
Jeez. And let's clear it out with Hidden Mickeys for 4.
If you prefer your hidden Mickeys underwater, check out this one in the aquaculture section of this Epcot attraction.
Spencer.
What is living with the land?
Yep.
Cool. Let's go locomotive for 1.
On the original Star Tours, eagle-eyed guests could see a remove this or remove before flight tag on this Star Speeder 3000 pilot.
Spencer.
Who is RX-24?
Yeah, I'll take it, Captain Rex. Oh,
Yeah.
we revealed another question.
Ooh.
Doesn't matter. We got it. Go ahead.
Let's go locomotive for 1.
Didn't we just do one?
Oh, sorry. Mea culpa, mea culpa. In which case, locomotive for 2.
200. We're in. This morally dubious scientist defies Dr. Marsh's orders and sends guests to the very end of the Cretaceous period on Dinosaur.
Spencer.
Who is Dr. Seeker?
That's correct.
Locomotive for 400.
In Cranium Command, this crazed part of the body was played by Bobcat Goldthwait.
Nick. I think.
Did he?
His camera got covered up, but now I can't.
Maybe a bird flew by.
Am I think I'm in delay, guys. I don't know what's going on.
Oh.
On.
All right. Well, then we might not be able to use Nick anymore.
Okay.
Spencer.
What is the brain?
Nope. We were looking for the adrenal gland. Peach.
Well, Andrea, we're tied.
That's not so bad.
Not at all.
Spencer, go ahead.
Okay, I'm going to try Loco for 5.
Yeah. In the extraterrestrial alien encounter, this character attempts to be teleported into the theater, but something goes wrong and guests face the attraction's titular character. We were looking for Chairman Clench. Chairman Clench. Spencer?
Meet and greet with the mouse for 5. Let's clear it out.
Animal Kingdom. I was the first guest ever here. Fun fact.
I love this.
Tom, you are often first and last for many things. It's an admirable feat.
We were looking for Adventurers Outpost. Adventurers Outpost.
Oh,
the crowd
sorry.
got upset. The crowd knew it.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Spencer, go ahead.
Jumbo.
I will take the Fab 5 in the parks for 3.
In Muppet Vision 3D, this character transforms into Mickey Mouse, complete with Wayne Allwine's voice, before he's detained by the Vacuum Muppet.
Spencer.
Who is Waldo C. Graphic?
That's right.
Fab 5 for 4.
That's going to be a dreamy double. What would you like to wager?
Ooh.
What can I wager?
You can wager the full amount you have, $900.
I'm
Up
dreaming.
to that amount. What's the minimum, Nick? Do we know the minimum?
I
think
$100.
I think 100's the minimum, yeah.
Let's wager 2 then.
$200. From 1989 to 2007, Goofy About Health showed guests how to feel better every single day at this Epcot Pavilion.
Spencer.
Yeah,
What is the wonders of life?
He's the only one who gets to answer it.
Oh, yeah. Well,
He got it, though. It's right.
It's right. You're also drinking a dreamy double, so you're okay.
I'm the James Holzhauer of Dream Sequence, baby. And let's clear it out. Fab 5 in the parks for 5.
This audio animatronic stage show closed at the Magic Kingdom on September 14th, 1980, and took its act east, far east, to be an opening day attraction at this park. Or at Tokyo Disneyland, it should say, actually.
Andrea.
Oh, wait.
Wait, what was
We're
that?
looking for the name of the attraction, not the park. It's wrong.
Oh.
Okay. I was going to say Tokyo.
Do you know the name
What
of the
is Tokyo?
attraction?
What my answer was going to be.
I'm
so.
going to give it to you because they worded that wrong. That's fine.
Yeah.
We were looking for the
Okay.
Mickey Mouse review. That's fair. She did answer what it said, so I'm going to
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
So, Andrea, glad you have control.
I'll do All Aboard for 400.
Disneyland's Casey Jr. Circus Train was inspired by this animated film, which also was the basis for another Fantasyland attraction.
Spencer.
What is Dumbo?
Yep.
What shall we do now? Let's do All Aboard for 5.
From 1974 to 1980, this resort had its own narrow gauge railroad, which also serviced the nearby River Country Water Park.
Spencer.
What is Fort Wilderness?
Yep.
All right. Let us do Miscellaneous for 2.
On May 12, 2018, after nearly 5 years, Mickey Mouse stopped doing this when meeting guests of the Magic Kingdom.
Spencer.
What is Talking?
Next.
Miscellaneous for 3.
This aerobics-inspired album and Disney Channel workout show was revisited in 2019 with a new line of merchandise at the Disney parks. Bring your own leg warmers.
Spencer.
What is Mousercise?
Yep.
Miscellaneous for 4.
Till March 19th, this Tokyo Disneyland Festival celebrating a certain mouse is offering a remix of past parades, a stage show, and plenty of polka dots.
Andrea.
What is the Minnie Mouse celebration of Minnie Mouse?
No.
No.
Correct.
Uh-huh.
We were looking for very, very mini. Very,
Yeah.
very mini, which is amazing, by the way. It's a shame the park is closed. Spencer, go ahead.
I will. I'll clear it out and say Miscellaneous for 5.
This animated short where Mickey loses his mind, so to speak, was attached to the Kid in King Arthur's Court. Pete, look it up. In 1995.
I don't know what that is at all.
Spencer.
What is Runaway Brain?
You got it.
Doesn't help.
And let's finish the board with a meet and greet for 2. Oh, sorry, there it is.
Disneyland. We lost a question. I was very confused. Where can you meet Mickey at Disneyland? This might shock
Andrea.
you. Oh,
Did she get it?
no, go ahead. Yeah, she can try, yeah.
Used to be in his house. What is his house in Toon?
That's right,
Toontown?
yeah, Mickey's house. We'll take it. You got it.
Would have accepted ballast point.
We lost all aboard for 100. I'm just going to move on. That's the end of the round. The end of the round, Spencer has $3,000. Andrea,
Whoa.
900.
There we go. We lost.
It's
And
okay.
Nick, I
We're
think,
good.
has AT&T. So.
Bad.
All right, Pete, while we're in the middle of the game, why don't you tell us who brings us WDWNT, the Dream Sequence?
That is brought to you by The Wigs, the WDWNT Inner Globe Society. Support WDWNT and get early and exclusive access to content that you won't find anywhere else, including exclusive WDW News Tonight and Park Center post shows each and every week.
Starting at midnight.
Just $2 a month. You can also get extra core bucks to spend in our online store and collect Disney Parks items from around the world and WDWNT exclusive swag. For more information, go to patreon.com/WDWNT or visit WDWNT.com and click the Patreon link. Join Wigs and help us make this show happen through Patreon.
Thank you, Pete. All right, the categories for the double dream sequence are Ye Olden Days, A New Mouse, Potato Land, I'm Down with Toontown, Totally Mini, and Marketing the Mouse. Nick, anything we need to know about these categories?
No, Tom.
Good,
No.
that's great. Andrea, you're in second place, so unless Nick is somehow with us.
Oh, no.
Not you.
No. Neither of us.
Okay. So, Andrea, why don't you start us off in the double dream sequence?
Let's do I'm Down with Toontown for 400.
Down with Toontown for 400. While the Walt Disney World version is closed, Mickey's Toontown is still operating in Disneyland and this overseas park.
Spencer.
What is Tokyo Disneyland?
You got it.
Marketing the Mouse for 2.
Ingersoll Waterbury first produced this iconic piece of merchandise in 1933, which proved so popular it saved the company from the verge of bankruptcy.
Spencer.
What is the Mickey Mouse telephone?
Nope.
Andrea.
What is never mind.
We were looking for the Mickey Mouse watch, the ubiquitous Mickey Mouse watch.
Oh, wow.
Spencer, go ahead.
I'm down with Toontown for 2.
In Disneyland, Mickey's Toontown will get its first new attraction since 1994 when this ride opened.
Andrea.
What is Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railroad?
There's no stopping you now. Go ahead.
Potato Land for 200.
Potato Land for 200. As Mickey, Donald, and Goofy enter the potato-themed amusement park, they walk past the Penny Arcade in a parody of this land that serves as the entrance at Disneyland and the Magic Kingdom.
Spencer.
What is Main Street USA?
Yep, that's it.
Cool. Potato Land for 4.
Mickey and Donald use an awful lot of potatoes to build Potato Land, though not nearly as many as this international company, which operates a standalone restaurant currently under refurbishment at Walt Disney World near Blizzard Beach.
Spencer.
What is McDonald's?
I'm loving it.
Potato Land for 6.
Goofy cheers when he sees a potato wearing a stovepipe hat and a beard on stage, referencing this Disneyland attraction that originally came from the 1964-65 New York World's Fair.
Spencer.
What is Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln?
Yeah, that's right. Or Mr.
Potato Land for 8.
In one ride, Mickey says, as the potato creeps o'er the dead oak tree, potatoes arrive for the midnight spree, parodying the lyrics of the theme song from this real-world attraction.
Spencer.
What is the Haunted Mansion?
Yeah, it is the Haunted Mansion.
And let's clear it out. Potato Land for 1,000.
At one point, Goofy sits on a bench that goes around in a circle as Mickey plays the organ. Of course, if they were in Disneyland, they could hear an organ play as they ride the chariot bench on this Fantasyland attraction.
Andrea.
What is the Fantasyland Carousel?
I'm going to take it. The King Arthur Carousel, but it's close enough. It's a carousel. It's fine. She got it.
You said sell.
Andrea, go ahead.
Yield Days for 400.
Silly Symphony Swings at Disney California Adventures, inspired by the 1935 short, the first Mickey Mouse cartoon to be produced in color.
Spencer.
What is the band concert?
It certainly is.
Wow.
I'm down with Toontown for 6.
Oh, there we go. 600. That is a dreamy double. What would you like to wager?
I will do, let's say 2,000.
Big wager.
All right.
All right, no pressure.
Mm-hmm.
In the Magic Kingdom, the land originally opened with this name. The name changed a few times before eventually became Mickey's Toontown Fair in 1996.
Probably wishing you didn't wager 2,000. Oh, relax, Jessica.
We out of time?
Yes. 3, 2.
So yeah, sadly, we were looking for Mickey's Birthday Land, opened in 1988.
That's right. That's right.
And then it was Mickey's Starland, and then finally Toontown Fair, and now the tent lives on still. Temporary structure that's still up. Spencer, you still have control of the board. Go ahead.
Toontown for 8.
At 44 seconds, this junior coaster in Toontown is the shortest attraction in Disneyland.
Spencer.
What is Gadget's Go Coaster?
That it is, and no, it is not named for Inspector Gadget.
Ha ha ha. I will go Toontown for 1,000.
Best laugh I got all night. Mickey's Toontown Fair in the Magic Kingdom closed to make way for this new Fantasyland, closed to make way for the new Fantasyland expansion in this year.
Andrea, that looked like a buzz.
No.
She's taking back her buzz. It wasn't a full buzz.
Dude, no buzz.
No, I don't think it was a full buzz.
Okay. Nobody? We're looking for 2011. 2011, when Nick's girlfriend was born.
Wow. Even during the game show.
I gotta liven this up. It's 11:45.
I didn't realize she was that old.
Spencer, go ahead. I gotta do something.
All
It's
right.
late.
Yikes.
Let us go Ye Olden Days for 4. 6, I should say. 6.
600. Did we get the 600? Yep. In Steamboat Willie, after a goat eats Minnie's ukulele and sheet music, Mickey uses its tail as a crank and manages to get it to play the song. Or this song.
Spencer.
What is Turkey in the Straw?
Yep.
Ye Olden Days for 8.
Ooh, it's another dreamy double. What would you like to wager?
Well, considering my track record, I'm going to say $1,000.
$1,000.
Yes, sir.
Peasant Mickey is promised the hand of Princess Minnie if he slays a giant in this 1938 short.
Spencer.
Yeah,
What is Mickey and the
He
Beanstalk?
buzzed in. He's not going to talk.
What did
until
he say?
I don't
missed
know.
it. What did you say,
I
Spencer?
said, what is Mickey and the Beanstalk?
Nope, that's incorrect.
Oh.
Someone gave you the money prematurely.
Oh.
We were looking for the Brave Little Tailor. Brave Little Tailor.
Oh. Mea culpa.
That's Sir Mickey's.
Yeah.
Good job, Pete. You knew something. Spencer, go ahead.
Let's try and reclaim my luck. Ye Olden Days for $1,000.
While this eerie short where Mickey, Donald, and Goofy attempt to evict some spectral tenants might be appropriate for Halloween, it was actually released on Christmas Eve, 1937.
Spencer.
What is Lonesome Ghosts?
You got it.
All right. A New Mouse for $200.
Harold, is that you? In Yodelberg, Mickey Mouse encounters an abominable snowman and some crashed bobsleds from this Disneyland roller coaster.
Andrea.
What is the Matterhorn?
You got it.
You have control.
I'll take Totally Mini for 400.
From 1986 to her passing in 2019, this Disney legend performed the voice of Minnie Mouse, the longest-serving voice actress to do so.
Spencer.
Who is Russi Taylor?
Indeed it was.
May she rest in peace. Totally Mini for $6.
At Minnie's house in Disneyland, visitors can open her refrigerator and see, as Disney puts it, every kind of this food item known to mouse kind.
Spencer.
What is ice cream?
No.
Oh.
Come on, Spencer.
So, hey, man, look, I haven't been to Disneyland.
She's a mouse. Minnie is
Duh.
a mouse. No, why did we reveal the answer, Jason? Come on, it's cheese. What is cheese? How does it work? Spencer, go ahead.
Totally Mini for $8.
Totally Minnie 800. In some shorts and comics, Minnie's the owner of this cat who debuted in Pinocchio in 1940.
Andrea.
Where's Figaro?
That's right, you got it.
Yeah.
The crowd has exploded.
Yes.
Thanks to a blueberry pie. Go ahead, Andrew.
It's okay, my own cat named Figaro just shot off my lap. He's not
That's
happy.
awesome. Look at that.
Sorry, dude. I had to get that one.
Well, let's see if you can get another one. Pick a category.
Choose wisely.
Totally Mini for 1,000, please.
Totally Minnie for 1,000. Minnie's Bow Tunes was an animated short-form series that was a spin-off of this 2006 to 2016 Disney Junior animated series.
I mean, Andrea went in too early. I can't give it to you, Spencer.
What is Mickey Mouse Clubhouse?
You
Gotta
got it.
wait.
Yeah, man. Totally Mini for $2.
In 2018, Minnie was awarded a star on this famed Los Angeles landmark. Visitors can see hers near the El Capitan Theater, of course.
Spencer.
What is the Hollywood Walk of Fame?
That's where it is.
Marketing the Mouse for $4.
The first ever Mickey Mouse plush was designed by Charlotte Clark at the beginning of this decade, long before the opening of Disneyland.
Spencer.
What is the 1930s?
You got it.
Hey, look at that. Marketing the Mouse for 6.
This technologically advanced plush could talk and give live updates about the parks. It's also the only time in Disney history you could rent a plush for the day. Don't give Bob Chapek ideas.
Spencer.
What is Pal Mickey?
It sure was. Had one of those junky things. Go ahead.
No Cornac.
Didn't work
Marketing the
then,
Mouse for
doesn't
8.
work now. Consistent at least.
Right.
Spencer, go ahead. Oh, I guess we're moving on. The first licensed Mickey Mouse product was produced in 1929, featuring Mickey on this children's school supply.
Andrea.
What was a lunchbox?
No. Kids didn't eat back then.
They just walked 5 miles each way to the school.
We were looking for pencil tablet or writing tablet.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
before
'cause it was the
iPads,
30s.
remember.
It was the 20s. It was the Depression. It was the Depression.
Spencer, go
Kids walk
ahead.
with now, tablets.
Right. Marketing the Mouse for 1,000.
In 1932, this Kansas City salesman began working with Walt and Roy to merchandise Disney characters, including Mickey as well as Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Oh.
Spencer.
Who is Feld?
No. That was a good one.
Thank you.
You're going to learn something tonight, kids. We're looking for Herman Kamen. Who is Herman Kamen? That's why you watch. You're going to learn something.
Well, who is Herman Kamen?
We just said who he was.
Kansas City man.
He's a Kansas City salesman. Okay. Oh, I see. Oh, okay. Got it. Now I get it.
Yeah, they're the questions to the answers. That's the...
Well, even though we're not
Right, I
asking
get it,
for
I
the
get it.
question for him.
Go ahead.
A New Mouse for 4.
Wish Upon a Coin pays tribute to this animated feature film with Mickey and Minnie singing I'm Wishing while the titular septet makes an appearance. I can't see the clock, so you'll let me know. Snow White and the Seven Dwarves. The Wishing Well scene. Spencer?
A New Mouse for 6. Where else is there to go?
Well, there was supposed to be a 400, but Jason deleted it. Over the closing credits of Down the Hatch, Donald Duck sings Miracles from Molecules, the theme song from this former Disneyland attraction, closed in 1985.
Spencer.
What is Adventure Through Inner Space?
Magnification, you got it.
A New Mouse for 8.
In New York, Weenie, Mickey races through Central Park, which also hosted the world's largest film premiere in 1995 for this Disney animated movie.
Spencer.
What is Pocahontas?
That's right.
And let's clear it out. A New Mouse for 1,000.
In Nature's Wonderland, Mickey and Minnie ride a runaway mine train and find this colorful geological formation, which had a mine train run through it at Disneyland from 1956 to 1977.
I plead the 5th.
Time.
This is actually my favorite of the new Mickey shorts. Probably the only one I like. But the Rainbow Caverns, the whole thing, just a big reference to Mine Train and Big Thunder. It's very cute. All right, so at the end of the round, Spencer has a commanding lead of $7,200, but Andrea does have $2,100, and Nick is nowhere, relatively speaking.
Yeah.
So it's now time for the final nightmare. Oh boy.
Dun, dun, dun.
The category is out of service. So go ahead and make your wagers now if you have a pen and paper in front of you, hopefully.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know
I
if
can
anyone told
have a
them.
pen and paper in front of me.
No one told them. I don't know, write on your phone.
Right on the cap.
Something.
No, I've got a pen and paper.
Write on something, then show us on the screen what your wager will be. Nick will mark it down. Sure. And, yep. Nick, you have your pen that Mandy gave you, your quail pen?
While we're making our wagers, Tom, I just want to say the last name of the guy who does the music for the new incarnation of Space Mountain, his last name is actually pronounced Giacchino.
Okay. Tom.
I've heard it pronounced on television the other way, so.
Well.
I'm not doubting that might be correct, but I've heard people say it both ways.
I say Ganaccio.
Thank you, Spencer.
The Ganascio, now at Disney Springs.
All right. What am I supposed to do with those?
You got it?
Yeah.
Do you have the numbers?
I do.
We don't have to reveal it yet. You just have to have them recorded.
I got
All
it.
right, let's show them the answer. Of the lands that are in both Disneyland and the Magic Kingdom, this is the only one where neither park's railroad has a station. You have 30 seconds. Good luck.
Don't stop me. Play your little tornado song there.
Oh, you want me to play this?
Yeah.
There you go. Is anyone recording 30 seconds? Do you know
Yeah.
what? No. This is good thinking music. It would have been really expensive to have the rest of that verse.
All right. Pens down, everyone.
Oh, I can't stop the device.
Can't stop it now.
It's really well made, real quality item. All right. We start with Andrea, I believe. Andrea, what did you think was the answer to this?
I changed my answer last minute and know I'm going to regret it.
That's all right.
Adventureland?
She said Adventureland. The actual answer is indeed Adventureland. That's absolutely correct. What did you wager?
Everything.
2,100.
She wagered 2,100. Good job. You doubled your money.
In 4 pounds.
That's good. Good job. All right, Spencer. What did you
I
say?
too changed my answer at the last. Sorry, I too changed my answer at the last minute. There it is.
No one at home can see it. What is
What? Amsterdam?
No, Adventureland.
Me too is a
It looks a lot like Amsterdam.
I mean, there's no train station for the railroad there either, but
I mean,
all right, he's got Adventureland. What did Spencer? What did you wager?
when did he change that?
Yeah. Did he keep it on the screen the whole time?
No.
Uh-oh.
Beg your pardon?
I don't know.
I don't know. Everyone's raising a lot of questions here in the studio.
You gotta keep with the.
Let's just give it to him. He wins. Spencer wins the game.
He
There you go.
wagered $3,000 for a grand total of $10,200, giving him the win this evening.
There you go. For both of you playing, we're gonna give Andrea 42 core bucks.
Wow.
For playing tonight, and Spencer, you will get 100 core bucks.
Wow.
I just dropped some zeros. It's not that much.
Nick, you owe us 3 core bucks.
Nick, you owe us 300 core bucks. I expect that by noon tomorrow. Thank you. That's it. All right, let's end this. There is a post show, unfortunately.
Oh, sweet baby
Sorry.
Jesus.
And remember, kids, and that concludes my guided tour. Hope you had a relaxing ride around the park, and thanks for sticking with me. Good night.
Woo!